Cat off the bed.
You can roll that one. Go. All right. 3, 2, 1.
And we're back here at the Cozy Show. Not in the Cozy Corner. We're here at Ruben's place, but you're here with your host. I'm Ornelas, my co-host.
Chris Mariscal, and we have some special guests joining us today, Mr.
Ruben, hello.
And
Elias. My social security number is
And we'll just call it Cheech.
yeah, Cheech.
The Cheechster.
This is my squad. These are my guys growing up for fucking so many years. They're all older than me. I've referenced them a lot on the pod, you know. Big part of my, influences and
I'm going to cry.
fucking my sense of humor. We grew up skating together. That's how we all met. Just some skate rats, man. I think I was 10 or 11 when I met you guys. I was really young when I met Cheech. I met Cheech first, and then I remember
We kind of
you guys were kind of you guys were like the untouchables, especially Elias, because Elias is like really good at skateboarding.
Yeah.
I think we all were like really good in our own ways, but Elias was just like very advanced, you know?
I'm blushing right now. This is intense.
And
You know
I-
what?
yeah.
Real quick, I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
But the first time I kicked it with Elias, I had to, he said, I live by a green gate.
Yeah.
So you got to go behind Galaxy and you'll still see it. And I seen the fence and I was like, okay, there's houses on the other side, you know?
Yeah.
So I went around and I knocked on 2 doors, and the second door, Dana answers the door.
His mom.
His
Yeah.
mom. And I was like, is Elias here? And it was the second time because I asked the first person. He's like, Elias not here. I was like, oh, shit. I don't think that was it, you know?
Yeah.
And so anyways, he had came to the door after, and I don't remember what we did, but he brought his drawing book. He should draw a lot, too. But
Yeah,
anyways,
back then especially.
crazy shit. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, we just grew up skating, and yeah, Elias was super, super talented at skateboarding, and at the time, and you as well.
Can I do a quick drift?
Yeah.
Elias, do you remember the time we got really, really into skateboarding?
Remember, you
And
came to my house too, remember?
No, this was when you used to live next to Old Wood Pushers, that location right there.
Was it by the police station?
Across the street from Wood Pushers.
You lived there?
You're right.
What?
And I remember we were all getting really, really good at skating, and Elias was like, I'm going to stop skating. I'm going to focus on comedy.
Oh,
What?
my God.
I'm fully doing
comedy?
this right
I
now.
never heard that one.
I would
Me
message
neither.
him on
And
it was
I
Facebook.
think it was like 2 weeks where Elias did not skate. And he was just inside, just making up hella bits, doing everything. I'd go to his house. We would hang out inside his house. He would not leave his house to go skate, only to go smoke outside.
He's
Like,
like,
What
or that,
the
or draw.
fuck?
I would just draw or that. Damn, that's crazy.
And I
That's a
remember
core
that.
memory
And
I
it's
forgot
funny
about.
because I'm hella into comedy right now. And so I was just like, dude, I think of
Oh, yeah.
Elias. I think of that time so
I
much.
still
I'm
write-
just
I still write my jokes,
Elias
honestly.
was ahead of the game.
he's
I
like,
just got
I
into
think
it.
I'm going to go to the
and
comedy
that was
club
when I
this
was
weekend.
a kid, and Elias was already into it.
I'll tell you this right now. If
Hella
you go back
funny.
to my Facebook profile, I would I don't know why I did this. I would type out I would watch this video of comedy, like a comedian's like a
You can keep-
Tosh.0, you know, Daniel Tosh from that show.
Dude, that was everyone for us. That was he.
I
Was
would
for
listen
us
to
at
it,
the
right?
time.
And I would keep listening to it, and I would just type out what he was saying, the whole joke, and then post it. And I looked back on it like about 2 weeks ago. I was like, "What the fuck? What the hell was I
imposter.
thinking?" Like
2 weeks later, you already had the
Hey,
clarity
he
to be
fucking
like,
sues
what?
you?
no, 2 weeks ago, I went back to the
Oh.
Facebook profile, and I was like, "What the hell was I doing as a kid?"
Dude,
Like,
damn.
jeez.
Dude, Ruben always reposts his
Well-
old Facebook posts, and I love it.
I still actively use my same Facebook since 6th grade.
Yeah, same one.
Shit.
For me.
So I will look at something. We could go to my phone right now. It would be like, you posted this 7 years ago, and it's just like
It's like, fuck bitches, let's skate.
And,
Literally.
I skate every
skate
day.
day.
Don't need girls.
Oh my
And the worst
gosh.
part is every post I did, grammarly wrong.
well, you still do that, Ruben.
Just it's different when you're sending a text at a homie, but when you're doing a post publicly with confidence, that's different.
That's true.
He's all, I
That's true.
really didn't see that. Actually.
I do my best now to make a rough draft, a little template, then send that official post.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's
lessons
That's,
learned.
and then also there was this one
But
time
they're
with
gold, they're gold.
Facebook. There was this one time I was post. I tried to post like a inspirational quote, something like "Life is hard and rough, like a gravel road." And you're like, "All right, now you're just asking for likes."
I said
You
that.
said that?
I missed everything you just said. Anyways,
Okay. That's
I'll
all
go
right.
again. We can edit
So
this,
by
but,
comedian, by comedy, like what were you trying to do at that time? Like be a stand-up comedian or
well,
like
I mean,
what?
I knew that I couldn't really just like go straight to that. You got to write jokes. You got to go through. I mean, you
And
got to
how
be
old
funny. You
were
got to be
you?
funny. I was like, what? This was what? Middle school, 6th, 7th, or 8th grade.
Damn, you were way ahead of the curve.
I would watch
Yeah,
that shit.
no shit.
He's
I-
always.
I be
with
thinking about that
everything.
now.
We-
I'm like,
we were
babe, I can
14.
fucking do it.
You have a podcast already?
No, I have no
You might have beat us.
For real.
No.
Damn, but that's
So,
crazy.
no, I've been
'cause-
thinking about it though. Can I join you guys? Like,
I do want to start streaming though on the video games and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Pretty sick,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially the racing stuff too. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I have the whole rig, the whole wheel. Like,
So you're in there with the.
dude, it cost me like altogether everything, but plus the PS5, I spent like $1,500 altogether, pretty much.
Elias,
yeah.
isn't it like really, really cool that PS5 and like Xbox are really
Like cross compatible.
not cross compatible, but you could always clip instantly, more accurately, rather than like the PS4 and Xboxes.
Or if I forget
What
to
do you mean?
screenshot
A
something,
clip?
I can go
Yes.
back and save recent.
Oh,
vid-
yeah.
It's
my
awesome.
boy was
It's
like,
awesome.
"Oh, I'm gonna clip this." He's like, "I'm gonna clip the last 3 minutes." I'm like, "You can fucking do that. I can
Yeah.
only clip 30 seconds."
Yeah,
Yeah, back in the
it's-
day,
yeah,
you just
it's
hit like
crazy.
the big X button and like Y, and it would clip only the last 30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
exactly.
I'm
Oh,
not-
I have the one that's from back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember the one that I sold you and then bought back?
Dude, he
That's the
sold,
one.
he sold
You
Chris
bought
a
it
fucking
back?
nice Xbox. Or did you even sell it for that much? Not really, right?
It was $100. I sold it.
yeah,
to him.
and Chris used it a lot at one point, and
I
then never
remember.
again.
And then sold it back to me for $150.
Wow.
I was doing bad, all right.
I know, dude.
Cocksucker.
Just out bad too when he sold it to me. Like, it
Cocksucker.
was-
He's
it
like,
was
I feel
hard.
bad, but give me the money. That's all good. I don't give a shit. I wanted it back because I was like, I got my old shit on there, you know. Like I was like, fuck it. And now I got Jaime, I think, as a friend
He's
still.
like, oh, how much do you want it?
I know. He's like 150. He's like, he's not gonna pay it. I was like,
I'll give you
okay,
$100,
done.
but I'll wipe all your shit.
I just want to give you guys a quick word about our sponsor, Mosaic Apparel. Mosaic Apparel is a small local business located right here in the Central Valley of California. Mosaic was started by our good friend and jiu-jitsu coach, Thiago Ricci. Thiago started Mosaic with a simple but powerful message behind it. He really likes that concept of lots of people coming together as one, unifying to become something stronger, much more beautiful and powerful than if we were just these individual pieces alone. We stand behind that here at the Cozy Show. I love the ideology. I think it's a really solid thing to have behind the brand. They have lots of cozy pieces of clothing you could check out on their website, mosaicapparel.com. Go give them a look-see. They have a lot of t-shirts coming out with some new graphics right now. Got the turn of the season coming up. It's starting to get warmer, so they're keeping up with those new shirts coming out. They have sweats, shorts, hats, a lot of different things, whatever your little heart desires. So go check them out. Use code COZY, all caps COZY at checkout for 10% off. Also, if you are local in the 209 area, you will get free shipping with your purchase. All right, without further ado, let's get to the Cozy Show. There will be no more ads after this, so enjoy. Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy too? The whole time I had that Xbox, I never paid for Xbox Live, and it was somebody like who was paying for his Xbox Live,
Oh,
and I just never said anything,
So,
like knowing that.
What
damn
it
well.
was, what it was apparently at some point I had paid it with my mom's thing, and it just kept reoccurring. But she was paying monthly. She wasn't even paying annually. So
Which is
like,
cheaper.
imagine $10. No, annually is cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
deal.
So, and she would always get at my brothers, like, who's buying something from Microsoft? And they didn't even put two and two together. Like, I'm the only one that has Xbox, but they didn't even think about it. And then I went recently, and I looked at it. I was like, how do I still have online? And what the worst part is for like Fortnite and Apex and shit like that, you don't need Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Like, you don't. Like, you just need internet.
Shit.
Yeah.
Really?
She was paying, and like Fortnite the whole time was probably free.
That sucks because I could have just told you like, hey, I don't need. Well, actually, because all I ever played was Fortnite. That's
Right.
It.
I remember
So
that.
I didn't even know actually.
Right.
You
You had all my
Technically, so I'm
cool
kinda in the
skins, huh?
clear.
Were you playing under Millie Marvin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because I remember like. Yeah, that's his rap name is
Oh, it's
close to a half
Millie
stage
million.
name
Punch.
Millie Punch.
Yeah.
And I
But-
remember I
yeah.
joined like squads to play, and they're like, "Who the fuck's Millie Marvin?" I'm like, "It ain't even me."
me, bitch. This
Uh,
is funny, dude. Yeah.
That's
Oh, well.
good times, bro.
Sorry,
yeah,
Mom.
So,
So on a side note, I found a Facebook post.
Oh, let's see.
It was 11 years ago. It said, February 8th, 2012.
Oh, man.
3 days after my birthday.
11 years ago, bro.
My skateboard will never break my heart, but it will snap.
So poetic.
Did you
But, hey,
see the way I...
It'll never break my heart, but
and he
Cheech
put a little
snapped it.
emoji.
It was
Oh, the
terrible.
semicolon?
On the first time
I
of
don't think
trying
it needs
it.
a
No,
semicolon.
it doesn't.
It is just the comment.
it
Like, there was no
doesn't need a
scratches on
semicolon.
it.
This is just me throwing things in, thinking I'm educated.
Like, yeah.
After you snapped it, yeah.
Yes.
That's all right.
Hey,
2012.
so one of the stories we've told on the pod,
Huh?
and this is kind of just how Chris was really young, and you guys were a little bit older, so you
Of
guys were
course.
ahead of the game, right?
Of course.
So one of the stories we told recently was how Chris had never seen cum before.
I just watched
scared
that
now.
episode.
Go ahead.
I don't recall
And
this
that
story.
Sir Cheech a lot was like, "Oh, let me show you some." And he jerked off, and he cummed on a cabinet. And
On a cabinet?
and
Okay, let's not
to
specify
show him.
where.
And he left it there for him to see.
Oh man.
Hilarious. Is there anything
That's
else you
fucked
guys
up.
have shown Chris when he was a little bit younger? Like, let me show you something.
I
Showed him porn.
I don't know what you could
Divine
say
babes.
with that.
Divine
but-
Babes.
I
Dude,
don't
that was
know
a
what that is.
banging porn site. Before we even had iPhones or iPods, it was on like a BlackBerry.
Who had
You're-
that browser login?
Oh,
Wait,
we did the free one.
Yeah. Somebody gave it to us.
420,
Do you guys-
Monkey 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never
Good-
forget that.
good memory,
That day I
buddy.
died.
Yeah, good
Do
memory. on
you
that
guys remember when we would watch porn? But then it got to the point where we didn't watch porn for our male satisfaction, but for
one. Like a male
plot
bonding?
and beyond what they were making in that one video. And we got hyper fixated on Biff.
What the fuck is Biff?
We did not care about what the male or female were doing, but
Just the plot.
the plot with
yeah.
Biff only was the best.
Dude,
What
we
does
watched.
Biff stand
Okay,
for?
if you've ever watched,
I
Bang-
wish I knew his legit porn star name. I don't.
Dude, he has to right.
He's still top 5 in porn star though, because I looked like last week and I was
Really?
just like on just tops. And you know, every blue moon you'll see like Papi Muñeño, that guy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I looking at? I'm sliding through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That little small kid with the huge.
He's
one.
on. He's on.
Oh
the-
yeah. Again, what's his name? Is it Jordan El Nino?
He's fucking or what?
You nailed it.
I don't know. I don't know his name, but you know, I'm just scrolling through, seeing all the females, and you see a male every blue moon,
Bro,
and I'm
I'll
just
see,
like,
like,
oh, that's Biff.
Let me
But
talk about
I
Biff
forget
real
his real
quick.
name.
Please.
So Biff. Okay, if you've watched Bang Bros, if you watched Bang Bros back in the day, they had this type of video they would put out every once in a while called the Bang Bus. And
Oh,
they would
yeah,
have
yeah.
a porn
Classic.
star in a van.
I used to
And
think
they
they
would-
were real.
Dude, me too. And they would
They're not
drive.
real?
No,
Okay.
sorry to disappoint you. But they would.
Oh, I
I mean, I'm
didn't know.
assuming. But they would
Learned
drive
that last
around.
year.
They would drive around the city in a van, just filming the porn star, right? And she'd be like shaking her ass, whatever. And they'd like see a guy on the street, and they'd be like, "Oh, let's get this guy." They'd open the
do
van
you remember
door.
the female? I think it was
Kelsey
Kelsey. It was
Monroe.
Kelsey.
Dude, she's
huh?
still one of my
It was-
favorites
You
to this day.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it's cause we're kids,
Dude, her
and
donk.
it grew up,
Oh,
and
dude, it's just sentimental to me at this
like
point.
I didn't grow up on Mia. Mia's like
Khalifa?
she's cool.
Bro, she
I'll
got like
watch
3
her, but,
videos.
Yeah,
Like
I didn't either.
beautiful.
And she came too
Come
late
on.
in my career. of
Rachel
jerking off.
Starr, Kelsey Monroe,
Alexis
the
Texas?
mom.
Oh,
yeah.
Texas, but the mom.
Lisa
that-
Ann.
Yes.
Whoa, don't
Damn
get me
it.
started on
Dude.
that.
And
getting horny right now.
you motherfucker.
I'm getting sweaty on a
What
Saturday.
the fuck, man?
Okay, but the Bang Bus, right? Just to cap this off.
Yeah, let's hear that. I wanna hear
Fucking,
this.
they would see
Classic.
a guy on the street and they'd be like, "Kelsey, let's get this guy." And they'd open the van door and she'd be like, "Hey," and she'd
Naked
like,
as fuck.
Yes,
Yep.
like she'd
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
flash and be like, "Look at this," and it'd be her ass, and he'd be like, "Oh my god," and like,
Oh my
they'd act hella shocked.
They
and
all
shit.
got big ass dicks.
I know. Well,
Like
some
it's a
of them-
random guy.
But they made it realistic because some of them couldn't get hard.
Yes,
and then
Chris,
they
remember
couldn't
that?
fuck him, and then they'd be like, "Kick this guy out," and they'd kick him out like in his underwear. Like it
Ah,
was insane.
no
Okay, so
way.
like from like the last couple years from like looking into it, some of them were real interactions.
They had to be right.
Some of them were real interactions where they were like, "Fuck it, let's go to get
You
a
know how
pickup."
hard it is
and
not
that's
to
why
get hard
some
if
of
you
them,
do get
some
hard?
of them did wear jimmies and some didn't wear jimmies.
Yeah, right.
I don't.
True,
I
true.
that
Bro,
was
I don't,
something
but
I never
don't
noticed.
see why somebody would
But
say
that
no
up
to
on
that.
Reddit, huh?
Not Reddit,
You know what I mean?
but I
Like-
got into Adam 22, and he's really into the industry of what we're talking about. So then from there, I started educating myself because I'm a person that like once I get too
educational,
deep,
right?
I take a couple steps back and start like learning everything. Because I don't know, I never like been a poser in anything, so I always gotta like teach myself real quick, and then I'll start knowing what's up.
Little dap.
But that's what I did learn. It probably was through Reddit, but that's how I started learn.
But this Biff guy, right? It was
Biff is the man.
They pulled over for
Finish
this one
this.
guy, this bald motherfucker, and he was at work apparently. And then she was like,
I know you guys
"What's
remember
your
the
name?"
scene.
He was like, "My name's Biff."
Bro, what's your name?
My name's Biff.
And we thought that was like, what the fuck?
What the skinny white guy at the cameraman say from fucking Back to the Future?
Oh, yeah. And then she's like fucking him, right? And just the whole time she's like, "You keep that dick hard, Biff." And couldn't he not keep it hard? Did they kick him out?
I can't remember.
No, he finished.
No.
He
But he
left
finished
his job.
No,
They
no,
were
no, no.
like-
Yeah, he left his job. He finished, but they changed positions, and then he blew quick. And
hella
they were
fast.
like trying to gas him, but he was packing like UPS driver. So then it was like,
Oh, my gosh.
he did this that we would always
Ruben, do it.
hold it for him.
At the end of the scene, this was him.
Oh man, yeah. The pussy was good. we would
fucking
always
way.
like if we stood up straight, we would really do a little hunch over into
Ruben.
like
That's exactly how he was, bro.
you could see in his head he was really contemplating on what's the next words he
I
said.
wish we could put the clip, but it's just pornographic. So
Oh,
we can't,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's a hard
Copyright and shit.
It's a hard clip to find because he told me he couldn't find it, or someone did.
I'll
No,
dig deep and I'll find it.
it's a
Page
tough one.
800?
It's a tough one to find. Every blue moon, I'll get in my selective thought mind where I just want this one video in
It
mind.
has to be that one. Yeah.
And yeah, I
Scrolling on
tried,
page
I
800
tried.
already. You know? Just,
Yeah, I know.
Just Googling and you hit the video.
Skip like the first.
You
300
actually
anyways.
understand like the search bar algorithm, so then you're putting selective words on purpose. It's
Yeah.
toxic, Trey. It's not
skip
good
too
for
many
you.
pages.
Toxic
You're like, no,
trait.
maybe it was back
And
there.
just
Hey,
just use your imagination, kids.
little change of course here.
Yes, please,
I
let's
was
hear it.
thinking of the story when. So like we fucking every day we're at the skate park, right? And it was like this huge squad. Every day you could count on it, they were gonna be there, you know.
Yep.
Someone was.
Whole gang.
A couple of them. at
Like
least.
how many? Like 15 of us, 10 of us, something like that.
Mhm.
If we were lucky.
And
Yeah.
every
On a
once in a
good
while
day.
there'd be like fights and shit, right?
Yeah.
And I remember there were these kids fighting. I think they were
Okay.
scooter kids
We
too.
Ah,
Wait, hey, we gotta
even
talk
better.
about the Cheeto Josh fight later.
Yeah,
on.
we
Okay,
will.
we'll
We
talk
will.
about it
We
later.
will.
The Cheeto and Adam
I
fight.
love Josh. That's not fair.
Yeah, I saw him the other day, like 2 weeks
I
ago.
seen him a couple.
He goes to
like
my-
2
he
years
goes to
ago.
my bar all the time.
He looks
Yeah,
good
I seen him
now.
like 2 years
He's
ago at your
working.
bar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did a
he-
good job.
Yeah, he added me on Facebook and we started talking again, and I was like, that was weird.
He said he's been working out here too.
Yeah.
Zach?
So, yeah.
He's handsome, and his girlfriend's really pretty.
He's
for
married
a-
now. He's married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was calling him
They
married.
look like they almost look like one of those like Amish couples, but they're not.
They do.
Yeah,
They do. They
they're
do.
they're tall.
Yeah, he has facial hair.
Yeah,
does
they're
too, right?
And his
tall.
long
They're
hair's long as fuck,
skinny.
you know.
They're loofy.
He's got facial hair like
they-
Ruben.
No, I'm Mexican.
What
They
does he
don't
look
get the
like?
traits I get.
I forgot. Who's
Master
it?
Shifu.
I was like, what? I've been gassing him all night. I'm not sure.
I know.
Ruben, I love the stash. I'm gonna tell you that right
I like
now.
it. I
Thank
like
you.
it.
I'm with
It
you
looks
on that
good.
one.
That's
He looked
character.
like Eric though, because
Yeah.
I remember him having something
Eric's
like
his
that.
brother.
You know,
Which
this,
is his brother, right? So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
this is the.
But that's all I could think about.
This is the only real manly trait I have. I don't grow hair.
I got a
everywhere.
manly
You have
trait. I'll
pubic
tell you
hair?
that.
Sorry.
Like, I
He
just.
said, I don't.
Yeah, you know,
What the fuck?
It's
Okay.
it's motion in the ocean and this
Exactly,
little minor
exactly,
stash.
exactly.
Yep,
Okay,
mhm.
but this-
Love them till the end.
The story I'm trying to say,
Yeehaw.
right? There were these two like
yeah, yeah.
scooter kids
Oh,
fighting,
yeah, let me hear this.
and they're by the triple sets. They're like outside of the skate park. A little
Oh,
bit,
right there.
And everybody caught wind like they're about to fight, right? So we all go over there, and fucking everybody's egging them on because they're just standing there, like hands at their sides,
Yeah.
like fist balled up. And I think Cheech was like, "What are you guys gonna fucking make out? Or are you gonna fight?"
Yeah.
And fucking one of the scooter kids' dads
Dad.
comes over, like right as we
I
say
do
that.
know
Remember
this
that?
fight now.
And the
Yes,
dad looks
I
at Cheech
remember
and he
now.
says, "Wait, no, I think the dad was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?" Started kind of lecturing the group.
Right,
And then
right,
I think
right.
Cheech was laughing or something, or smirking. He said, "What are you laughing at, fat boy?"
Right.
This like 40
I forgot how it all went down,
It
but
went down
yeah.
like- That's how it
Yeah.
ended right there.
I think, but
I came like 30 minutes.
I think
after
Eric
that.
and like Fur and them were like right there, and
Yeah.
I can't remember if they said something like bro, what the fuck?
No,
Like,
you said something.
oh, okay.
No, I'm talking
I
about,
think
like-
I was like, bro,
I
you're
think-
like a fucking 40-year-old man or
Yeah,
some shit.
no, yeah. You
Yeah.
guys told
Like-
me that like they screamed. They were just like, "Yo, fuck you," but you were like pressing the situation.
Well, I don't know if I was pressing him.
We all were.
But I told him, I was like, bro, I'm going to get my dad to beat your ass.
You know,
My dad wasn't going to come. I mean, truthfully, he probably had been like, what the fuck? Like, you know? But that's all
Yeah.
good.
And that was when Chito
I get
used
it
to
though,
scream
you know, like-
Stockton.
Yeah, he's everywhere we go. I said this on a pod before. We'd be skating anywhere, right? And at that time, like if you saw another group of kids on like skateboards or bikes or something, from like 200 feet away, you just start talking shit, right? Just yelling.
You know, it wasn't even that. It was just Chito that did that.
I would do
Yeah,
it.
it
It's
was
just Cheech.
You're
We
right.
we would be at Chito's house making boiled eggs.
It was always eggs.
Almost at the house. on fire.
After
Oh
egg
my
sandwiches, we would make our way to skate to our elementary school called Real Elementary.
Not ours, but yours.
was ours,
To the
alright.
point
Yours.
It was
yours.
ours.
On the-
we skated.
I
on
bled
the
there.
way-
Well, okay.
Remember?
on the way to the area to the school. Anytime we saw a female, anyone along those lines, hey, you smoke? I'm like, yo,
You
what
smoke with the hand
Yo,
motion.
what the fuck? Like, why can't we just go to A to B? Well, shit, you don't know. You know, it's funny too because you know, last year thinking about it, I'm like, Cheeto's hella funny for thinking that shit. Because Cheeto was ahead of the game.
Honestly, bro.
I
don't know,
I did
like,
not
at
give a
that
shit
point-
about a chick. I didn't know.
Right.
I was
Well,
too
at that
busy
point,
doing
I don't
shit,
think I was
dumb shit.
selling weed, but I've smoked weed for a
Well,
long time.
that story was like
you know.
junior year. When'd you get a car?
I
You
might
got a
have
car
been.
in high school? I think you had a car in high
It was
school.
like
I thought
right after high school. I got a
Right
car.
after high school.
Yeah.
All right, that was when you were screaming all the time.
I was.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was for
And the
sure
car,
out
you'd
of
be
high
like,
school then.
smoke every
Oh,
fucking
really?
time.
Yeah,
How would you guys pick up chicks when you were guys like back in the day when you were
Ooh,
skating?
Oh, I
tough.
wouldn't.
I didn't pick up chicks.
That's
That was
plain
my.
simple.
That was skating. That was my job right there. Yeah.
Well, I was always
I
the
only
shy
got
one,
hella
so-
I wasn't very
fucking
good at
girls,
it.
I only
But
got
I would
chicks at
try.
school.
Yeah,
You
from
get
school.
the-
Yeah, it was just at
Yeah.
school.
You get the diamond in the rough most
And
of the
then
time.
I was
Yeah,
I was like
sometimes.
those awkward, not awkward kids, but
Oh, stop! No, you weren't.
nah. So like
He
when
was
I
a
was
raw like R
when-
like raw.
when I was in high school,
furry.
I took
Back in the
advantage
day,
on
furry.
how to talk to people on Instagram before anyone really considered talking
Yeah,
about
Ruben
it.
had a game, man.
We used
So,
to have
like,
kicks though too.
I think Ruben put me on.
N-
Like,
it
I
wasn't
learned how
really
to talk
like
to
that.
girls from you.
Well, the only way I would talk to
I'm gonna talk
girls
to
was
girls.
like
Hella cringy and shit. Like
yeah, I was kind
definitely.
of like I
Like
was
his
I was
Facebook
pretty
post?
cringe. Yeah, no, I was pretty cringe.
absolutely, absolutely.
Like I would
Exactly.
talk to my girls on my school, but like you know, I used to run cross country and track. So let's just say there's this invitation called TVL versus MML, right? I would then go to Instagram, and this is 2014.
So hashtag MML.
So this is when like Instagram
Hashtag
had
BBC.
the gray face, the gray face. You
What's
guys,
that? What's
kids
that?
don't know what the gray.
What's that?
When the
I don't
first
know what the
Instagram
fuck
one
the
was all
gray face
gray
is.
with the light blue.
Oh my god.
yeah. Those are the days, man.
Classic camera.
The first
Yep.
symbol, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like those times, and
Hey, Ruben's picture where he's like,
so like day
Yours?
day after the race, I would then go to hashtag TVL versus MML, and then I would slide into hella girls DMs. Oh, you ran that event? I ran this event. That's
clever
cool.
though. That's pretty clever.
And
different
then,
schools and
Good,
shit.
man.
And then and next thing you know, next invitation, girls are walking up to me like, "Oh, you're Ruben. We talked on Instagram." I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's up? That's me. Hey, how are you?"
Start
And-
sweating and shit.
Yeah, you know, sometimes
That
I
went
would
well.
sweat. Yeah, sometimes there was like there was this one chick. I can't remember anything from it. It's kind of vague, but she came up to me and started gaming me, and I was like, cotton mouth that attract me. I was
got the white around.
Like
Yeah,
I just
it
got
was-
done racing.
Dude, to this
but yeah, that was definitely what I would do a lot. Yeah.
day, I think you're you're probably the biggest ladies man I know.
Yeah.
Past
even in middle
tense.
school.
I'm
I
pretty
was gonna
washed
say,
up
like,
now.
I
I
haven't
feel
s-
like you guys were like a hot commodity.
You know,
if that's what you
I
do,
think
you
it's
know what I
really
mean?
funny
Like,
because I think we all transitioned.
Oh, for sure.
Like I feel like I was.
Yeah, you definitely
I
fell
was
off from
always chasing.
I'm
I
a
was,
trend, bro.
I was always chasing tail, and now I love to do what I want.
right.
True.
Like I feel
You had
like
so much
since
tail. You had so much goddamn tail. You're kind of done.
no,
I
I don't even have a high
experienced it, I'm
body
done.
count or anything like that. I think I've always been an attention guy. I don't give a fuck if
yeah,
we
it's
did
fucking
things.
annoying,
I
dude.
just like talking.
It's fucking annoying.
and things like that. I'm pretty. That's my toxic trait.
Yeah,
most
you're
more
very
than
extroverted.
likely.
I don't think it's a bad thing though.
Nah,
I
and
love
since,
you for that.
Yeah,
you know?
since I've been living by myself, I'm definitely more opinionated. I'm just
There
like,
you go.
oh, you don't want to do that?
Cool.
Like, okay.
Fuck off.
Not my life. I don't care.
Yeah. So like I've definitely been like that a lot more.
Yeah, but that you guys being like that, extroverted, that would help me. Like whenever we go out, because I'm always a shy.
It's a
I would.
balance.
Well, see, but look,
Yeah, of course.
that's the way you are now. That's not how you were in high school
Oh,
when we were hanging out.
I was shy as
I
hell.
feel like
That's
he was
what
really
I'm saying,
shy
and
back
I
then.
wasn't shy.
Exactly, and that's
And,
why
like,
it
I'm
would
not
help
saying
me.
I'm shy now.
Right.
No, but still,
I wasn't
know what
shy,
you
but I
mean.
think I was a little over the top.
I just want to play my
I was
games,
a little,
do
a
my
little much for
job.
people,
Yeah.
You guys
Not for
kind
us,
of
though,
understood
yeah.
my
Of course,
energy,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
You guys understood my energy, but like,
But we were there to bring you back down a little.
right.
Yeah,
You,
exactly.
exactly. You guys were there during this
Like, hey,
too.
bring it down.
But like
Yin
when
and
we,
yang.
when we would do shit, like I just get hyped up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
I
like,
got
oh,
hyped
it's
up.
gonna be tight.
When you
know?
punched Elias in the face that one time, and I
Oh,
know.
I was
my
on fucking,
God.
like creatine or some shit that time.
Dude,
I swear to
like
God.
hardcore.
Okay.
Please, you tell.
So my uncle, he was like going to the gym and shit this time. He's like, yo, I take this pre-workout thing.
Chris,
He's
I'm
like, it helps
drinking
me,
your beer.
like work out and stuff.
Well, sure.
And I was like, all right. I was like, does it like give you energy? He was like, yeah, it gives you like energy.
A whole bunch of
I
it.
So I
got
was like,
a
all
funny
right,
ass
cool.
story
Like,
for you guys in a sec.
I was like, can I have some?
Good.
I was like, can I have some? He's like, yeah. So he mixed me up a little shake or whatever, and like he's like, you gotta down it. So I was like, okay. So I fucking just chug it real quick, and then me and Lash like, all right, we're gonna go skate. So we
You
go
said it like
outside,
that.
and
I
we
said, let's go
fucking-
skate.
I know. I'm like, yeah. No, just kidding. But anyways, so we go. We fucking. The block we used to go down, and then we go down the dirt.
By
The way we
KFC,
go
right?
down
By
the dirt
the
road.
car wash.
No.
Right
Prime
across the street.
Across the street from the car wash.
Prime Shine,
But
yeah.
that dirt, the dirt fucking
Yeah, the
path.
trail.
It's not prime shine.
It's like
anymore, right?
asphalt
That's true.
now. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we were going down my
Lame.
grandma's block.
Yeah.
We hit that left to go to the dirt, and we were at the light on fucking is it Patterson? Patterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on Patterson at the light across from Taco Bell, right? Like where there's not even a sidewalk. It's just the light where you could go across the street to Prime Shine. So and then I was telling him because we were basically talking about defending yourself,
Yeah.
So I was telling him, I'm like, bro, if anybody gets this fucking close, I was like, I swear to God, I'm just gonna, and I fucking cracked him, and I was like, oh shit, I was like, what the fuck, like, and I swear to God, like I don't know why or how I followed through, like it just fucking happened, and I was like, what the fuck?
He just keeps beating him because he's already too far in. Fuck it.
Fuck, he's gonna tell on me now. No, and dude, I fucking had to chase him for like. We got to that green gate behind Galaxy.
I was
You
pissed,
left
bro.
He was
I was
pissed.
pissed,
No,
bro.
well, he was walking. He has board in his hand at this time,
Elias
I'm like,
was
come on.
Not emotional, but stern with his
Yeah.
emotions.
If you fucked him over, you're
Yeah.
gonna pay.
And that's not
Yeah.
negative.
He
That's
wasn't
not
happy
like-
about it.
What'd you let me
Not
do?
talking
So
shit,
anyway,
Elias. That's
so
cool that you were
we're
stern.
walking, and
Respect that.
I told him, I'm like, come on, bro, like just fucking punch me, like I'm not tripping, like just hit me back, please.
I
like,
hit him so soft too.
You know,
I felt
he
bad,
did.
bro.
Shit, I
He
could never
fucking
do that
barely
back to
tapped me, and
someone.
I'm like, that's not fair. Like
It's
It's
exactly
funny
what he
because
said.
you always think like,
Sleep
oh,
with
punch
that
me,
shit.
but it just never makes it better.
Right,
Like,
right,
even
right.
when you
Never.
punch him, you're still mad, and
I
you
know.
feel bad still.
I
you
know, I did,
Mhm.
but there was nothing I could do at that
The
point.
spur of the moment, just
I don't even know
adrenaline.
whatever happened the rest of the day.
Me neither. That was the highlight of that day. Honestly, it was just I can't remember. I don't even know if he skated after that.
I
Rio.
don't know. We must have though, because
Because that's why I think that's where you let me hit you back.
We go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to that,
and then he was like, "No, it's fine." Like, he's
I got
still kind of
over it. I got
upset,
over
but
it,
like,
yeah.
just
he
to
just wasn't happy
kind of
about it.
clarify, like that jerking off story.
Yeah.
That was
no.
before we knew you guys. That was like so
Oh, that
early
was
on with
pre.
me and Cheech being friends.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah, I was
I didn't
probably
know
like
that.
4th or 5th grade. Like,
No,
I was
well,
super young.
I don't remember that story. at
So
all.
when even that story,
No,
or
so-
when we all first spent the night together, none of us were all hanging out together at that point.
Like we weren't that cool with each other.
No.
yet.
It was I would see Cheech at the skate park, so I knew Cheech.
Remember Andres?
I went to school with Elias, so then I knew Elias from school.
That's right.
Chris knew Cheech from down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Chris knew us from skating at the skate
But
park.
barely.
So
Right.
it was all this selective line friendship.
You know who else we all knew?
And then we all
Yeah, like, we
spent
weren't
the
cool, but we were like, fuck it, let's spend the night
we
together.
no.
Yeah.
So we all subconsciously
Pretty new
knew
still.
each other
right,
because
right.
we were like, oh, he hangs out with them, and it was just a whole a line scattering that made a circle to us.
Yeah.
And Chito told you or told me, I can't remember, but he was like, "Yo, my grandma and grandpa are going to the casino.
They've been
That
gone
was
for
the
3 days in a
best.
row. Yeah.
Come over. Let's all spend the night at my house." And this is when we lived in the big Tones room. Was it just tones or
Tonez.
big
Yeah,
tones?
well, it was
I would say
tones.
Tonez.
It was just tones.
I
Yeah, it was
didn't-
They
tone-
called it Tonez.
It was,
'cause I didn't-
it
I was like,
tones
what is
room.
that?
This one where
It was
sleeping in
the
tones
wall was
room.
painted black, and my uncle had like graffiti.
Didn't sleep upstairs.
it.
It was once you open the door in the house, it was the first room on the left. That's
Yeah,
where we slept.
right
in.
next to the bathroom.
And that was the first time I fully hung out with Chris. I'd hang out with Elias at school and the skate park, but it was like my real first time. Like he came over to my house and stuff like that, but like spending the night with all the homies,
was different,
you
yeah.
always act stupid.
Yeah,
So that was my first time
right.
like seeing Elias being the way we were, and then spending the night at Cheech's and like fully really seeing Chris.
Yeah.
It was the
And
funniest.
what
to
happened?
clarify, sorry, real quick.
I can't really remember
I'll
too
tell
much
you
of
what
what
happened.
happened.
Oh, do you know?
But,
Is that when I got forked?
Yes.
Not a lot.
Was it? No.
Yes.
I
It's
can't
gotta be a little
remember
further
too
in
much,
than
but
that. It's got to be a little further in than that.
like
No, it was
throughout
the
the
first-
night of us being
Fuck.
stupid, it was Chito. He was like, "All right, we're gonna lay down." But when I sleep, I take my pants off and I wanna play with my little ting ting.
Little, I said that.
Nah, I don't. You
Nah,
didn't
just
say
kidding.
that, but you're
Okay,
like, you're
for a
like,
little to
you're
defend
like, yo,
myself.
you're like, yo, I choked the rooster. I don't give a fuck who's with me or not. I choked the rooster. That's how I
Jeez.
am.
He's gonna Vishnu.
So
Right.
So
That's a real thing, by the way.
He starts trying
That's
to
a
like
word.
he
Religion.
starts Vishnooing, and I can't remember the selective layout of the bed. So hopefully other people would enlighten me. But Chito's Vishnooing right now, and
Such a
we
funny
all
word.
get really mad at him. And someone
We're like,
flipped
"Come
him
on."
over, or he flipped
we-
over.
No.
Hold the
You
blanket
fucking
off.
turn the lights on
Yeah,
first off.
we turned the lights on,
Yeah.
pulled the blanket, so this fool flips over,
Butt
and we just
naked.
start grabbing anything in sight to shove in his asshole.
They were hitting me.
Dude, you were
and
hitting him. I took
Yeah.
a fork.
I was shoving a shoe
stabbed
in his
me in
butt.
my fucking
I tried
ass.
to put not the fork, the prong side, but the handle of the fork.
It doesn't
I
even
tried to
matter what
insert it-
side.
Somebody
It's-
stabbed me in the
Wait,
ass. That's all
tried
I
to
know.
think I grabbed a
insert
shoe,
it into
too.
his asshole.
Yeah.
Like not even.
I got a
poking,
lot of
tried
shit.
to put it up your ass.
Literally.
Dude, okay, in my defense,
He hit me.
There's defense
when
on
I
this
was young,
topic?
yeah. No, there is. When I was young, dude, like there was a how you say it, a numerous amount of people that showed me porn, and they were like older than me, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like I kind of thought it was normal. You know what I mean? Like I mean,
to pass it down.
still kind of do. You know, I was passing it down exactly. You know, it was like, and I'm gonna put it this way: like older cousins and like family friends. You
Yeah.
know, like they'd be like, "Have you ever seen this before?" I'm like,
I don't know. I
"No,
don't know.
I kind of like it though." You know what I mean? Like, but like we never look at each other's dicks or nothing like that, except for
Oh, we did.
you know we'll get
What's
what
up?
we did.
Yeah.
But not like anybody else, you know. Like before that, that wasn't like a thing. But then you know somebody started flashing their tip every now and then it just
say
kind of became
tits.
normal because like you know after a long time we're like fuck it, who cares?
I have a.
Elias got a big ass dick. Ruben's stubby.
Elias
you know.
has
I got a
hands down the biggest penis I've ever seen in my life. Still, to
Haven't
this
seen
day.
too many, but he's got a big fucking dick.
He's got a huge penis.
Runs in the family.
Yeah.
Looking at
Can I
it.
I've never
Just
seen it
so-
hard, but just soft. It's
Soft.
like bigger than mine hard. It's
Hit,
so
hitting his
fucking
kneecaps
long.
and shit.
Can
Yeah.
I change the subject?
Real quick, I want to sum this
Wow, I
up.
wanna talk
Can you
about the
just
big
wait?
cock.
Yes.
Keep it in mind. Fucking
about
okay,
big
yeah.
cock.
So the fucking when I tried to shove the fork up Cheech's ass,
Mhm. I want to know about
that
this.
was like I remember Elias had a shoe and he
Yeah,
was
thank
hitting him
you,
with
thank
the
Yeah,
shoe.
you guys were fucking me
I don't know
up.
what Ruben had, but I
He
had
probably
a
had the
fork,
blanket.
and I tried to go
remember what I
up
had.
your asshole with the fork, and then that was like the final straw. I remember you got up, and I think you hit me or something, or you pushed me or
No,
something.
you were about, he was about to, and you were
Yeah.
like, I didn't even do anything.
and I said,
I didn't even do
That was
anything.
that time.
"Yeah, there
No
you go."
way.
And then ever since that
We
moment,
quoted that
always
for
said that.
Years and years, bro. I didn't even do anything.
Because that's
didn't
what
even
I
do
said.
anything.
And he was the youngest, so he was scared. He was like,
Hell, a little too.
Okay, but then to sum this up too, that's a separate story from what Jaime brought up.
Let's hear it.
oh, completely.
This is before we were all friends, right? It was just me and you, and we were spending the night upstairs in your grandma's house, the window room, you know?
Uh huh. The
Snakes-
roof room.
Oh,
Yeah, I
when
remember.
we
The
would
roof
play
room
Snakes and
or
Ladders.
the-
Oh yeah, well, which one?
You remember
What's
Snakes
the-
and Ladders?
Yeah,
Did you
we
play
get
with us?
Fucking faded. Hold on.
Legit Snakes and
The
Ladders,
roof
though.
room?
No one knows what that is.
Anyways,
room or the other one?
Yeah, no, roof room.
yeah, with the window to the.
Well,
Well,
they both have
it
one.
Oh,
depends.
the,
It
not the
depends
roof room, not the
because
roof room.
Okay, the other one.
because
The one that Johnny jumped out of.
Yes, Johnny jumped out of it onto the
Hey, and,
fucking
yeah,
couch.
dude,
Dude,
Sleepless?
remember when his sister wanted me so bad?
Bleepless?
Fuck,
Was this the
dude.
room you're gonna bleep
You know
this,
she has
right?
a kid now?
Okay,
Was this the room
Let's cut
that,
that out.
I fucked?
No, the other
one.
no,
Okay.
the other one.
He said the one of
The other one.
Bleep that.
Real quick, that's like.
Fitting his cock in her ass. Yeah.
Anyways, back on.
I was like through the window. I was like, no way, he's
Yeah,
fucking her.
I
I
wanna
want to
get
get
to
down.
that.
I want to get to
That's
that too.
Jaime,
Just wait,
so
just wait, just
Jaime's
wait.
Go ahead,
good.
go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, wait. So, fucking we're in that room, right? It was just me and Cheech. We didn't know you guys yet. And I remember Cheech asked me, he was like, have you ever seen semen before? And I was like, no. Because I think I was jerking off at that point, but I wasn't like coming. It was just blanks, you know?
It's like,
Right.
I watched
And
the
then
episode.
I remember
Yeah,
you were like,
Hey, the
do you want
blinks
to
used to be
see
the
it?
best.
Was it?
I don't
And
know
No
then,
about that. I
cleanup.
don't know
No
that.
cleanup.
I don't know about that one.
and then I remember,
Wow.
What?
No cleanup
What is
after
it?
a blink.
How do you get an orgasm though? You think you orgasm still at that point?
Yeah, it was like a placebo orgasm.
Orgasm is the feeling. I don't think it's like the semen coming out.
I
Okay.
think it is in my.
I know, but it's like the.
that's ejaculation when the semen comes out.
Yeah, if it's a
Ah,
blink,
okay,
you
okay.
still get the endorphins.
Okay, wait. Can I
released.
just
Exactly.
fucking finish the story?
No,
real
you
quick?
keep
Please and
talking.
thank you.
Sheesh.
Okay. And
By the way, I
Cheech-
hope nobody watches this.
And
pod.
Cheech, they will. And Cheech was
They
like,
will.
he's like, do you want to see semen? And I was like, I guess, like, sure, you know. And then
I'm
you're
okay.
like,
Give me 1 second.
okay, hold on,
You know, this sounds terrible.
Ruben, hold on.
It does sound really bad.
And then you were jerking off in the corner
Out
for
loud
like
is not
10
good.
minutes.
No, it's not.
And then you came on your dresser.
Loud and proud.
And you were like, that's what it looks like.
You really
And
stayed
then
there for
it's
10
just
minutes?
sitting there.
You know,
Yeah.
I remember this now. I do remember this now. Yep. I wasn't there that night, but I remember
Good.
that.
All right.
It makes me a little.
And then, okay, there was a night. I'm sorry. We're going to keep
No,
it
I'm
very
sorry.
anonymous.
I wanna hear
So
it.
But
I get a story,
Elias,
or are you gonna finish your story?
I'm going to finish
right
this real quick.
Okay.
Elias was getting a little busy with,
Yes.
with the woman
Oh.
in this other room.
Yeah.
Everything happened at Cheech's.
Oh.
And
That was a
that
trap house for
room-
us.
That room, you could go out
Hell
the window.
Expedition
Sleep.
Skate.
That good?
Sure, if you
Okay.
want to. And
If you want
then
to.
Hella Expedition videos.
madness,
yeah. Oh,
5
yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
100
Madness.
Fire.
The best.
Okay, Elias was getting busy with this girl.
Sam
right?
Cooke, you're the best.
Let's hear
Ruben,
this.
I swear to God. All right. Sorry. Elias was getting busy with this girl, right? And this room had access to the roof. So you could go out the window, just get on the roof.
Yeah.
It's like a patio cover. And then Cheech left because he knew Elias was about to, get some.
Yep.
And Cheech is on the roof, right? And it's dark. It's nighttime. And he jumps off the roof into
Oh,
the grass,
yeah.
which is what, like a 10-foot drop?
Yeah,
at
10
least,
feet.
at least, yeah.
And it was dark, so I guess he couldn't see the grass. And he lands like earlier than he thinks.
I basically
And-
hyperextended both of my kneecaps.
And left a nice imprint on the grass.
And both
Yeah.
knees hyperextend, and he just slaps the ground.
My
with
fucking
both
body like catapulted.
Wait, so you watched him do that, Chris?
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, but you told.
But
Okay.
it's
Tell the
just
story
so
many
vivid
times.
the way he told
Yeah,
it.
I've showed you exactly. I
Like,
showed you exactly like
video.
Did,
what
no,
it's.
well, no,
no
did you
video.
see the prints on the ground?
There
I guess
was
there was
my
like
shoe
his
prints
heels.
were down like 5 inches in the grass.
But it was only his heels because he hyperextended.
Yeah,
his-
'cause I was on my heels basically. It was pretty fucked.
I'm surprised you didn't fucking.
And I
break
walked,
something.
and I walked. I was limping for like
Imagining Cheech
I was
do
limping
that.
for like 3 blocks.
and by himself.
That shit fucking hurt. All right, that's
like,
fucked up.
Because like, say he broke something, and I'm in the room doing that. I'm like, oh. He's all screaming in agony.
Wait. Side note, real quick.
What do we
Funny
got?
story related to the house.
Okay.
A lot of stories.
Cheeto wasn't in Cheeto was in Stockton at the time, not in Riverbank, and it was just me and Chris.
What?
I can't remember what we were doing, where we were at,
Motherfuckers.
but we were on the straight
This one
away
with the
from
dogs?
my house going to his house, and we found.
I know where this is going.
I'm not remembering this one.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
It was me, you, and Elias.
Was it Elias? Are
Yeah.
you sure Elias was
Yes.
with us? I can't remember Elias
remember.
for some reason.
I'm trying to. Let's hear it.
And we found one stray dog in the beginning, and I was calling
German
it over.
Shepherd.
It was
They're big ass
so
dogs.
we found
Oh, shit,
we
I
found we found one German Shepherd, and like soon seconds after finding one, the other one came following, and they were just homies together. And I don't
They
know.
were following us everywhere.
They were following us
Scary.
everywhere, and I don't know why I came with the idea, but I was like, "Yo, let's put these in Cheeto's backyard."
Absolutely despicable, bro. Like,
Imagine you go back and like, "Arr," you're tearing somebody's ass to pieces.
So then, no, this is the best part right here, because at this point, I'm like over here by Cheeto's backyard. I hopped over his fence
To unlock it.
you couldn't just open it at the front. You had to hop over
No,
the
he
fence.
had to have me do it 'cause I knew how to
latch
do it.
and then open it. And I was calling the dogs
It was a tall
over,
fence.
and this
Very.
lady starts driving by us, and she could tell the way I'm talking to the dogs. She's like, "Are these your dogs?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're my dogs." She's like, "Are you sure they're your dogs?" She's questioning our authority because you could tell
Because
of
they're
how
not listening to you. They're like, Okay.
Long story short, we got the fucking dogs inside the backyard, and we closed that gate and we just left. And it was the funniest shit ever because this is like maybe sophomore year, freshman year, Ruben. So this is like seventh grade, Chris, and the sophomore year, high school.
So your grandparents never told you anything about that?
No.
Bro, this was when we used to. You guys remember
They let
when?
him out, I'm sure.
Obviously.
You guys remember when we used to do the gravity bong with the coffee
God.
with the
Making my
coffee
head
pot?
hurt.
The
Yeah.
Folgers thing.
So with the coffee pot, and then I don't know if you guys remember this. We would then go to AM PM.
Get free sandwiches.
I don't know if it was
Free.
on purpose or
Yeah,
not.
Because it was
They were
after 12
closing.
o'clock.
Yes, yeah. We would always go
The
late at
sandwiches
night,
expire,
and
so they
all
give
the
us for free.
sandwiches expired.
Can't sell them no more.
So we would always grab all the sandwiches
Can eat
and be
them,
like, "Oh, well, we just wanted to buy them."
Like, sorry, but we can't. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So then they would just.
Sorry, but we can't
So
sell
then we
them.
would
you
end
know?
just buying like a soda, some gummy worms, and have like a hot dog, a sandwich, a chicken sandwich with us.
Hella shit for free.
Dude,
Eat all those at Los Compadres right there.
I remember the first time I
That's
got
when
high.
high used to really mess me up in my
Dude.
head.
I remember the first time I got high was with the gravity bong, and I got so fucking high. And we walked to.
Was that the park
It's
night
damn
when
near
Yes,
unpleasant.
the
we
park
we saw
night.
those white kids?
when I
It's
said, I
unpleasant.
think he left you.
N-
Remember
well,
that?
I saw those white kids, and that white boy had a knife with them because he was one of those little
Yeah,
hicks.
they were like honky ass dudes.
Yeah, he was
What?
a real like diesel truck driver kid.
He left you.
And he had a knife, and I
That
was
was
like,
Potter's though, or no? That was
No,
the
we went
night
to a
from
party.
Joel's.
Yes,
That might have been the
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
got
That was the one.
arrested.
Yeah, he got arrested.
This guy who threw a party got arrested, and we had to leave.
I remember us
I left double
sprinting.
fisting. I just had my sweater over my head.
I remember
And I had
us
my hands
sprinting, and
in
that
here.
shit was hella
Two
The
funny.
one where the cops were kicking the
Yeah,
door.
Yeah.
'cause-
No.
Oh,
They
that was a high
they
school-
came,
they kicked the door
and
on the
somebody
cops.
kicked the door closed.
Oh
and locked
yeah,
it.
we just
Yeah.
fucking.
And we're like, why did he just
I'm
do
like
that?
13.
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
fucking
yeah. We
high
were not
school
supposed to
party.
do
Yeah, and I think I took you guys all to that party, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't
Thanks
remember.
for that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I
Well,
did.
I think
right?
you knew him, yeah, but I think we walked.
I knew him. Yeah, no, we walked, but I knew the address, so we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
let's all pull up.
Hey, you know what's
Yeah.
funny is we were saying how shy Elias was in high school. Remember that story where you guys went to a party and he was doing
Graduation.
somersaults because he was hella fucking.
Wait,
high.
oh no, that
Yeah,
wasn't
it was.
wasn't graduation.
Well, you
He was
never
doing
done a
hella
somersault?
somersaults in the front yard. He was
Yeah.
faded as hell.
that was when that white girl was like Aaron. This white girl
he didn't
had
even tell me nothing.
this white. Yeah, I know. This white girl
wanted to chop him up.
this white girl had a kill streak. She was almost at the nuke.
No.
And this is high school.
Wait, we're
so
gonna
like,
bleep
five?
this. Is this?
no.
Oh,
I don't
So-
know the girl's name. Yeah, so
No,
Yeah,
that was
so-
his girl.
So there was this there was this white girl I clipped in high school a long time ago. I got super whipped, and everyone's like, "No, she's out of your league." So I gave up on her. We go to this party, and I can't remember. I probably
bad,
clipped
she's
like
gross.
freshman year, sophomore year. But we go to this party like
wanna
junior
fuck
year,
Elias.
high school, maybe end of sophomore year. But me and Elias are at this party, and this girl's like a solid 10, and like high school, I was probably like a 7.5.
girls loved Elias though.
I feel like you
even
really
though he
didn't
was
change,
quiet-
Ruben.
That's not
Yeah.
the point what I'm getting
Okay,
to.
sorry,
But
go.
so we're at this party,
7.25,
right?
I bet.
We're all getting mad turn. I'm faded. Elias is faded. But Elias just starts talking crazy because he's faded. So Elias
Dude, I
just
had to sit down.
Elias starts doing a bunch of news bits because we were obsessive with
with reporters.
like I had one
we
of
were
these in my hand.
obsessive, like not with drama, but with bits. So we didn't understand we were doing drama. We just like doing bits and acting.
Yep.
Just nothing else beyond that. So Elias was obsessive at that point with this news reporter. Like a bit beyond
bit.
a news reporter.
Especially
Elias
being
was
drunk as
obsessed
hell,
with.
too.
So Elias would be like, Lars Nora here with breaking news. Ruben just fucked this bad bitch. And that's just how
You fucked her at the party?
that was just Elias.
It
So
was just like a
Elias,
bit.
Elias is over here at the party, just like talking nonsense, saying selective words. I'm like, Elias, stop. No one knows about anything like this. Just stop.
it's insiders and
And,
shit.
All insiders. Later on that
the
night,
fuck is she
that girl
doing?
gets hella faded, and she just starts airing every guy out that she smashed. And like I'm telling you, bro, high school, this girl's almost at the nuke. Like it's bad.
I wanted to be her A-bomb. I'll
So
tell you that
she's
much.
over here saying this name, that name, this name, all small schlongs, not UPS workers.
glad
They're
I
all,
didn't fuck
they're
her.
all Amazon Flex workers. They're not packing nothing. With
Oh
them.
shit.
And Elias is over
Minivan.
here just grabbing me and everything. Hey,
Little
hey,
does she know.
Hey, this is her. That's her. That's her talking. That's her talking.
You didn't fuck her,
My
right?
name never gets brought up once. And Elias over here. Hey, she didn't bring you up. She didn't bring you up, Ruben. And I'm just like. Stop talking
Yeah, I
about
do
this,
remember that.
Elias. Stop talking about this, Elias. And I can't remember. We kept drinking that whole night, so I can't remember how we left, how we got home.
I remember how we left.
But by that time, Elias started doing somersaults in the grass, just like not a real somersault. He was trying to
landing on
He
his
would do
back.
a somersault, but instead of touching his arms, he would instantly jump and throw forward and like land on his butt and get momentum and get back to his feet. But never used his hands. It was all like shoulder work. It was crazy. We were
What the
drunk.
fuck?
That made it from skateboarding. I mean,
He just kept doing hella somersaults, but wasn't using his hands. He was just like
Yeah.
Ruben, was that
tuck
the,
and rolling.
Was that the night that took that shot of gin and then you can bleep that name too?
No,
but-
that was at Chris's party, and she spit it on my shoes.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was Jose Cuervo.
She spit it on your
It was
shoes?
gin. No, she was.
Was it
He
gin?
gave her gin, and that
I
shit.
can't-
That,
Yeah,
Gin's
yeah. So
disgusting.
Just- it's
we're at
rubbing
this
alcohol.
Oh my
we're at this
God.
guy's party. So like in general, freshman sophomore year, I was like on varsity for
Varsity
like cross
what,
country.
Cross country.
So like I always went to the seniors parties because
he brought us,
they
yeah.
knew me in a sense.
Shut the
So
fuck
then
up.
anytime I got invited to a party, I brought all my homies with me. I didn't give a fuck.
Runner space.
And dude, I was so obsessed with Runner Space. That was when Twitter was so
that was
good.
the best
Hashtag
hashtag
Twitter was
for you.
gold at that time.
Runner space.
But anyways, yeah, we're at a party.
XD.
Not Chris. Elias
Oh,
was
yeah.
not hooked, but he had a mindset with this one lady, and so we're all taking shots, and
Oh, yeah,
she
that's right,
couldn't
that's right.
take in her gin shot, spit them all on my new shoes, and they were
Stupid.
all black shoes, and it was just alcohol, all black shoes.
yeah, and then smelling like that, bro. That stuff's strong. Like,
And dude, I'm not gonna lie, I remember that party, and I still have this almost same mindset. If it's not my house, I don't give a fuck if I drop anything.
true. No, and that was the day. That was the night I made out with her too for the first time.
You made
Dude.
out with her?
Yo, was that
Bro,
at,
I dropped two.
No, Eris. Her name was Eris.
I
No,
dropped.
I know, but what house were we at? Was I there?
There's a lot of editing there.
Please, I know. I'm so sorry.
Her name was Beatrice.
Her name was A.
Was that
Hey, dog.
Look at this fucking bed. I'm like a foot away from the wall here.
I feel that's why
You
I
guys
see.
I've been
fucking
sitting
broke
up the
it.
whole time.
Cheech broke it. Let's just
No, I
spade
didn't
a
break
spade.
it.
Cheech broke it. We're gonna have these three.
I'm not even
Ruben,
sitting on
Cheech,
the
All right,
bed.
can I have a subject change now?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
the
bed
Ruben
doesn't-
show now.
So subject
Can I
change.
have one?
So I tell. I don't work at Zoomies no more. They fired
Yeah, what
me.
happened? Can you say what happened or no?
Yeah, I can say what happened because so like this
Ruben's
is,
like 4 years deep at Zoomies manager and everything.
6
More
years.
than that.
Okay, 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the
Wow,
company
really
for a
long
very
time.
long time. At my store, we never got paid a lot to take the deposit, so we never took deposit at night. You take it in the mornings because I'm on clock. I'll take it now. I'm not getting paid beyond that, so that was just my mind. So this is the way I work in my head.
Mm.
All right.
And fucking work the next morning, put deposit in my backpack because I'm gonna take it.
What the fuck is deposit? Can you talk to me like I'm 5?
The register, fam.
End of night money.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
remits and stuff,
later on that day, someone took it out of my backpack.
Oh, you
Someone
fucking
stole it out of my
dumbass.
backpack. Yeah.
Damn.
So
Him or the guy?
Both of them.
honestly, no, you can say it like that. It's everyone because I got fired for not taking deposit.
What?
Yeah, I got fired for not taking deposit. Other people got fired for accusation of stealing deposit.
Okay, so everybody wants to know. Did you take it, Ruben?
It was hella disrespectful because when I was talking to my corporate and beyond that, they were just like, "We know you stole it. Like, tell us why did you take it?" And I was
Damn.
like, and I'm going to like abouts, in and outs with them. We're talking about like, nah, we know you stole
Should
it.
have
Kind of
fought
like
him.
how you got fired from Kohl's.
Well,
You stole money there too?
they
No.
thought somebody else was stealing shit, and then they're asking him, and he didn't snitch, but then they snitched. Right?
Yeah, so I got in trouble
Wow.
at Kohl's because I didn't talk about anything.
You got a fucking track record, Ruben.
You got snitched on for not
I
snitching?
guess so, but
I know you got snitched on for not
At least you got a
snitching.
job now, so you're chilling.
So yeah, that happened. But when he wrote me up for not taking deposit, not accusations of stealing deposit.
That makes
That's
no
good,
sense.
at least.
Well,
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean,
it
it's
doesn't
a
matter.
double-edged sword because in my opinion, I was gonna
Yeah.
press charges.
In your opinion, you still got
Well,
fired. That's kind of
look,
fucked.
I'll say it. I
You
didn't
know?
take it. I have my own. I made a statement. I did all the above. Like, been with the company for so long. My job at my position is to even find people that are stealing money and how they're stealing money. So it's just
What?
I could take it to court. I could explain to them like why that money got stolen that way,
What
how
the
I could
fuck?
steal money other way without them knowing. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
You
but
really
like,
got the shit out of the stick on
but like
that
I
one.
really liked the
Yeah.
job a lot, so I took LP really serious. So like,
You were an LP at that point?
well, once you become a certain position, you kind of do all the above.
Automatic LP.
You become jack of all trades.
Mm.
So yeah, but like yeah, it sucks
Yeah.
that I got accused, but not fired for that.
Yeah, that's just that's really
Because like
odd,
I don't know,
honestly.
they said a lot of negative words to me that like infuriated me a lot.
Can we say fuck
And
Zoomies?
like, No, I didn't say nothing negative. I'm too professional.
Like, we said it.
But I was waiting for their termination paper, and like I'm like, bro, like when I sign anything, I read everything. Like I'm with
Smart
the shit.
dude, that's smart, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So I was just like, like this fool's yelling at me, said I stole it. I cannot wait to press on this shit. I'll go to court with this. Like I could prove myself, and because
Don't they got cameras?
And they were
there's
okay.
no cameras.
Were they okay?
There's no cameras, so like that's why he didn't write me up for stealing the deposit, and that's the loophole out of it, and that's why they wrote me up for not taking deposit. So now I can't press charges because that's my
They
job.
didn't
Hey,
accuse you.
if you didn't take the deposit, the money would have still been in there, though, right?
Well, someone stole it, so it's not there.
Yeah, but then
Someone stole it.
Were they okay
No,
with
no,
you
I see what
taking
you
it
mean.
in your
I see what you mean,
backpack?
Jaime.
Yes, because that's my job.
So they were like, they knew you would take it in your backpack. And
Yes.
They weren't tripping. Okay.
Yes.
So
They basically said that he didn't do his job. That's why they fired him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
didn't-
saying you
I-
stole money, that's why we're
Mhm.
firing you.
And like,
But
if,
okay,
they,
wait, Ruben.
if they were to fire me for selective reasons, I could have gone to court. I think I would have had a very like
Solid base.
Yeah, I
Strong
would have had a
base.
solid base. I would have a strong base.
okay, last thing.
But they fired me for something different, so I just demolished everything I had for mindset.
hell already.
Yeah.
So where's the money?
Demolished them.
I wish-
Just
Hey, wait.
kidding.
So like,
Is
if
that
I
how
could
it
tell you,
is? I
two
was
people have it, and none of them have fessed up to me personally, and like it does bother me
They
because I
split
had,
it.
Oh shit! Your coworkers actually stole it.
So Chris, I could tell you right now.
So
Fuck. This is the
Chris, I could tell you right now. I went in, I opened my store, I put the money in my backpack, I left at 5:30, and the money was gone. Like, there's nothing else I could say that to you. Two people work that day, and both of those people haven't fessed up to me about it.
You opened
That's
at
fucked,
5:30.
9.
Hey, wait, do they still work there, or did they get fired?
One of them got fired. The other one's still in accusations.
what does that mean? Then
Like suspended or something?
Yeah, he's like on suspended leave still, but he's not
Gnarly,
fired
bro.
yet. But
He
one
was
of them
small
has
fish.
gotten fired already.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, nah, like corporate really blamed it on me, and I feel like they're just like, oh, we could just leave it on this and then just move on with life.
Mhm. Until it happens again. If it wasn't you,
Yeah.
they're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially if
Yeah.
that one guy, if he comes back, they let him come back. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
we'll just see how it goes, but
it is what it is.
yeah.
It
I
is
got
what
I
it
got my
is.
last check. I could pay my rent. I could pay my bills this
Atta
month.
boy.
cozy.
I'm
Cousin,
you know,
very
figuring it out from there on.
Yeah.
We rough riding.
We will always figure it out.
You'll figure it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Funny subject change though.
wait and see if anything came up.
I was gonna ask him.
Funny subject change. So like I've met a lot of younger homies and I've met a lot of older homies at this point in my life,
True.
and I tell them all about my Chris, Elias, and Cheech life events.
Nice.
And it's always the younger homies
Trip out.
that always think I'm gay.
What?
And I
A
think
lot of people.
I think that's the funniest
that.
thing in the world because I feel like we're so diluted now with so much exposure
Right.
that we all have a certain emotion too young to think why.
I have no fucking idea what you mean.
Dude, so like
What you just said.
so like I've wrote essays about like iPhones and everything in college about like social media.
yeah.
So I feel like
This motherfucker's
TikTok and
getting
everything
deep.
exposes us at I seen pornography at a young age.
Right.
But it was from an older person on a computer through a situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't through one app that I was given a phone to that I could see exposure.
No.
Exactly.
So from me going through so
That
many
makes sense.
paths, I found out that what I'm looking at is treasure, is gold, is something I'm classifying to myself.
Well, that's what they classified it as when they showed it to us.
Well, once we start
Yeah, exactly.
downloading TikTok, anything along those lines, we see something that's way too sexual too soon, and it's diluted and too normalized.
Even when you're not searching for it, too.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So now that I'm telling my homies, yo, bro, like I was staring at my homies cock at a young age,
Staring though.
and like, look,
I was staring.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Look,
Maybe
I'm gonna
Elias
keep, look,
cock.
I don't-
Elias is for sure. It's
Yeah,
a sight,
well,
it's a sight to
thank you.
behold.
regardless of the situation, I know it's not what I wanted,
Right.
but I fucking seen what I saw.
Right. Right. You know,
And I tell all my homies our funny stories, and they're like, bro, you're for sure swinging a different
I
direction.
gotta say, bro, like when
Nah,
when
bro.
you said that shit out loud earlier, I was
you
like,
fell
wow,
off the swing.
sounds
It
kinda
was
gay.
a different time.
It kind of, yeah.
We were
It's kind of
just-
hard to make an
We
excuse,
were just so
especially
strong
nowadays.
in our opinions.
But like back then, like fuck, what did we know? You know what I mean?
It was
Like
just so normal.
I was the
man.
oldest one. You know, learning from me. Shit. Nah, I'm just
I
kidding.
think
Well, Ruben's actually the
yeah,
oldest.
I'm older
Can
than
you
you.
guys say your
Ruben.
ages now?
I'm 26,
I'm also 26.
25.
but I'm older
Damn.
by Cheeto by like a couple months.
Oh, that's
He's
true.
older
That's
than
true.
me by a month.
Again.
Chris
How old?
23.
I'm 23.
But yeah,
22.
I tell all my
Okay. Good old 22.
I used to tell all
Rifle.
my coworkers and everything that were under 20, and they're like, "Nah, you're gay. You're hella
Dude,
gay."
I mean,
I'm like,
fuck.
"Nah,
I
you're
was like
confused
13.
for your own reasons.
Yeah.
I seen what I seen.
I tell you
I know
what,
what I
though, the
like."
people that showed me were probably gay. You know what I mean? But that's not how I took it.
What's that
I
mean?
just think when you're so
They were older than me.
like I think
True,
we're all
true.
really
You know what I mean?
certain
I mean, all of
of our sexuality, and I think when you're so comfortable like with knowing what your sexuality is, you don't give a fuck. Like I don't care if you
That's
think
true.
I'm gay because I know I'm not. You
That's
know?
a different.
Yeah, but I
yeah.
feel like people nowadays are so opinionated for no reason.
Like they think
about
they
it.
know.
and it's
you know.
makes me sad.
Makes me-
Why
makes
can't
me
those
sad. We can't just
stupid
take it for what it
boys?
is and,
Why
like,
can't those
enjoy it?
stupid boys just be the boys?
Yeah.
True.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, it's true.
Exactly.
It's
Why
true
You
though.
do-
Like,
you do you, boo. I'm just saying though. For
Like if I am
me.
gay.
yeah.
So what?
Well, who cares? You know. But at the same time, like you guys said, you know, I mean, I guess we weren't comfortable at the
Shit's
time when all
mad
this shit
funny,
happened.
though.
But after a while, we don't give a fuck. You know, it's like we fucking know each other for so long now. You know, it's like
Yeah, no.
Have you guys seen Eliza's dick hard?
I don't think
Probably
so.
like
Maybe the tip
80,
of it.
maybe
want-
like
you want it?
80
I remember
or
we'd have to-
70.
No, not anymore.
Would he have to-
Hey, what do you
I
have to?
maybe would have gone for that.
I don't think I've ever seen it fully torqued. Almost.
when he'd have to.
Almost fully
Hey,
torqued
Ruben
almost?
was fully
Almost
torqued.
fully torqued.
I've
almost.
seen Ruben fully torqued.
I've seen it through the pajamas.
I'm packing different heat
More
now.
Because he
various
walks out
times,
the
but
room fucking dick hard as
Different
shit.
heat. What is different about your penis now?
Yeah, what is? You got circumcised over the years or what?
Nah, I got more energy now. I would say more energy.
You popping the rhinos?
No,
Them
never
gas station
had
pills
it.
gonna fuck you
Put
up.
Have you
I've
ever
never
tried
had those
this?
rhinos.
No.
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 I'm gonna look you in the eyes and say that. No.
I mean, either.
It's kind of scary.
Years ago, I would say. When did I move out in Sacramento?
This motherfucker.
2016, 17.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I got a happy massage.
You
did?
I want to
Yeah.
do that so
why?
bad.
Dude, I never
when
done
when
that
I
yet.
first moved
Well,
out
I'm not gonna
here,
say yet.
You
When I-
did?
when I
did you
first moved
did
out
you go
here.
out with the intention of having them like getting jerked off, or were you like, let me
Yes.
just go
Your
out?
homie took you and was like,
100%.
"They do it here."
Tell us the story.
Something along
You pulled
those
Uncle
lines.
Henry.
Yeah,
Can you-
I
Yeah.
met someone.
Fuck that.
I used to go to the bar a lot,
that
and I met
motherfucker.
this really cool guy,
Mhm.
and he just like educated me. He's like, "Yo, if you ever pull up here, they'll ask you,
Yeah.
do you have tip?"
So I've heard.
And in the beginning, if they ask you, do you have tip, and you say, yeah, I have cash,
Got a big old tip.
it's in the clear.
So it's like a code password
But
kind of thing.
but if you say, do you have tip, and
True.
you're like, yeah, I tip with card, like you're done. It's
Yeah, because you're
you say
now
I tip with
on
the tip of my
radar
penis.
yeah.
with the card.
A tip's just cash.
There's paper trails though.
Oh, but yeah, this
They're
was like
probably like,
2017.
You got
17?
tip?
Yeah, like I was tied down at the
So you
time,
don't
and
do-
I was
you don't
just
do a
feeling
lot?
wild.
Ruben.
Or you
Nah,
haven't done it a few
I was
times?
tied down
Did
at the
that.
time. I was
Yeah.
feeling wild. I just
You
wanted
fucking did it.
Have you done it a few
Sacramento's
times,
awesome.
Ruben, or was it just once?
It
wanna-
was once.
Okay,
Wow.
that's
I
fair.
wout do it again.
What about a
But
prostitute?
it's like,
a lot
bro,
of money. No, thank
so
you.
I spent like 80
I know your dick
bucks.
will fall off.
But the cool part is
Yeah,
it's
shit.
sanitation's at its finest.
Did she
but it
massage
was
you
not
as well?
the-
Yeah, to see massage.
Yeah, you get the full shebang.
Oh, okay. That's
like,
not
alright,
bad. That's not a bad
flip
fucking
around.
deal.
Okay, how long did it take you to like climax?
I don't know.
Was it
I
tough?
was a kid, dude.
Was she
I
rushing you?
like, First moved out here when I was 20.
Turking
So
bastard.
I was 20 or 21.
How have you not told me about this?
We didn't. We
This is the reason we're on the
Like the
podcast.
force
When's the
something,
last
fuck.
time
but
we-
back then we talked a lot still.
When's the last time we hung out since I moved out here?
I used to stay the night.
This
house
is
all
our
the time,
first
Ruben.
time we've hung
That's
out.
true. I've only been out here. a few
So
times.
I don't want to hear any words.
I used to stay the night house all the time. You never told me
Chito
that.
did spend. Yeah, hey, you remember when Elijah fell down the stairs? Yeah, so the
Elijah.
New Year's
Oh.
or I can't remember what night it was.
That nigga fell down.
That's another conversation for later on.
He fell down the
Um,
steps.
Yeah,
Where are
so
we on
he
it?
went to the bathroom, and at my old complex by Sac
Oh,
Stairs.
shit.
Once
his
you
bikes.
once you open the bathroom, there was a if you were to go downstairs, it was a quick drop step.
It's a little quick step, and
yeah,
then it
and
goes to stairs.
you had to know
Especially for
the
a hefty guy.
apartment
Yeah,
to
yeah,
know
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So he forgot because it was the morning. This fool missed a drop step, and he tumbles all the way downstairs. And
Yeah, he was like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, and I was with my ex.
Ask the homie
and
the fuck.
I was with
I'm
my
sorry, bro.
ex, and she was a weirdo, and she didn't like the animals sleeping inside within the room. So they slept in the living room with everyone else.
Oh.
So then I hear that big old thump, and I wake up, and the first thing I thought was, this motherfucker killed my cats.
Oh shit!
I fucking get down. I open the door, and this fool's downstairs, like,
like leaning on his bikes and stuff.
yeah.
The
Fuck.
animals, they're
And
fucking
this
dead.
fool's just like
He's
screaming.
big. He's big as me.
He's a big
He
dude.
lost weight
Screaming.
now though. I think he's lighter than me now.
No, at that time,
I also gained
I think
weight,
he was
too.
heavier than you.
At that time, we might have been about the
Hey,
same.
funny side story again, real quick. Elijah went to go take a shower
Remember?
at your grandma's house, and we had no hot water because we used it all. We used all the hot water. So this fool had to take a cold shower, and this fool comes out of the shower and he says, "Bro, like, what are we doing in the shower? Taking the ASL ice bucket challenge or something? Like, it's freezing in here."
He was like, bro,
So
fuck that shit,
serious.
bro. He's like,
And it was funny
no
'cause
fucking way you made me take that cold ass
That
shower.
Make you do
challenge-
shit.
That challenge was real
I didn't
for
know it
the
was
wrong
cold.
reasons.
I think because you guys showered at the same time. I think he was showering and you were like, fuck it, I'm going to go anyways. And you showered downstairs.
Hey, that's cold.
Go pee.
Yeah.
Hey, while you're doing that, grab me a beer. Por favor.
Yeah, can you give me one too? That
Just
shit
give me
was
one.
good. I don't really like beer that much, but like,
It's a good sipper,
It's
though. I
just
mean, you don't want to
banging.
just get straight to the
yeah.
point.
Like
Little
sip it.
Rona?
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor without hitting
Fuck
every.
with it.
We'll take a pause for a
Yeah,
second.
please
Okay.
don't hit it.
Little intermission.
Can you push the shit out of this bed, dude?
Yeah, please, Ruben.
Yeah, we're
Robert.
That.
Scoop. All right, what should we talk about while he's gone? Fuck, dude, this shit's bad. It's getting worse.
Someone.
We gotta take an intermission. Let's
guys
push this
broke
thing
it.
back.
All right, it's a quick intermission, guys.
Ruben, if need be, I have my futon, so if you need that.
Food? Like, my what?
I need that.
A futon.
Well, you're not gonna drive it to me though.
But we can send it in the
You
car.
can pick that shit up.
That's free. Trying to give
Bro,
a gesture.
I've always invited you guys over, and no one's ever wanted to come over till right now.
And I see why.
That's bullshit.
Mike.
I invited you over for my
Good
birthday.
content.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
we're
rolling.
talking about you guys coming to me.
And you
I'll
didn't
come
come
to
to
you,
me on my
alright.
birthday. You invited
Well,
me over.
I
I'll
live
come for
solo
you.
dolo, so
For
there's
his
there's
birthday,
a
he invites you to sack.
Ruben,
there's a fine line from me living solo dolo and y'all living with other people.
you don't even want to give me a beer, Ruben.
Pack a bowl.
You have a beer in your hand. A beer? What did he say?
Few jobs to blow.
He said he said a
Maybe
beer.
a blow job.
Few lines to blow.
What you said?
I brought
Maybe
that
a
up to you guys.
blow
I packed
job.
a bowl full. I want to smoke.
I didn't even know that was a
All right,
video.
well, we're back here at the Cozy Show.
there
A
we
little
go.
intermission. Ruben had to pee. We fixed the bed, although it didn't help that much.
I'm supposed to
'cause
look
it's
at
still
everyone
pretty
on the
fucked up.
camera.
Just as a PS, I'm
Yeah,
Chito and Cheech.
Cheeto,
Yeah,
Cheech,
you learned something
Francisco.
Hey, Elias, real quick.
Fuck,
Uh,
the show. Take this.
Does your tattoo kind of is it supposed to be kind of like you?
But actually both, because it's for one, my favorite wheel company and skateboard company, but it's Easy E.
And favorite rapper.
Oh shit!
At some
Yeah,
point.
Yep. No,
Just
yeah,
zoom in
definitely.
right there.
Favorite
It's the
rapper still is,
Spitfire
yeah.
logo, if you know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Easy.
What about your one in the upper?
That's
story?
right.
I still remember
Another
Mickey
skateboard logo.
Deluxe. I tell everyone about your Mickey Deluxe story.
I'm just kidding, Ruben.
Yeah, there's this guy named Mickey Reyes, and he's like one of the fucking head
Top
dudes.
dogs.
Was one of the head.
I'm sure he still
Did
is.
He die?
I still follow him.
Oh. He's one of the head dudes. Ruben, you're not a mic. He's one of the head dudes at the skating company distribution company called Deluxe.
Yep.
They make all the cool shit.
I was at your house when it happened.
They're fucking locked in with Thrasher. I know you guys know what Thrasher is because that's popular now.
Hype.
And Elias used to do these drawings of this brand called Spitfire. He'd make the logo, but he'd make it like hella different, characters and shit. And
Yeah.
he'd send them to fucking Mickey Reyes.
You guys got to see the I'm Faded.
Yeah, one of the
Oh,
big
that
dudes.
was cool.
Yeah, and the guy fucking sent Elias wheels before they came out.
Thank
They were fucking
What?
Spitfire wheels before they even dropped.
Formula
like, to
4.
the public. The Formula 4s, which are super like popular
shit.
now.
Like he told me I couldn't post a picture of him.
From the
for,
Fours are probably still one of the best.
They're
Dude,
the top.
they're
They're the
banging.
ones they sell
Absolutely.
It's the best-selling wheel still.
Honestly,
Yep.
Yeah.
He knows. He works. He
Skateboard
worked at
wheels, right?
Zoomies.
now. Yeah.
He worked at Zoomies. He knows.
I mean,
It's all past
skateboard.
tense
Yeah,
now,
skateboard
baby.
ones.
It's all pissed.
Should we talk about when you fucking fought Josh at the skate park?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you want
I
me to
think
take it
I
from the
was
top?
16.
Do you want me to take it from the top?
Yeah.
Who was standing on the corner of the bank
Paint-
just so I can
paint
get
us a
that right?
picture. We're your canvas, baby.
Who was on the corner of the bank?
Well, without spoiling
all were up
anything,
there.
I think he
All
was,
three of you guys?
he was very close.
Everybody
to
was there.
I thought it was only two of you guys that were
No.
standing next to each other.
I was. On
I
the
remember
pyramid.
the story
Okay.
clear as day.
All right, here I got it. Okay, last is on the pyramid. You guys were 10 feet from me. So
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I forgot about
we
that.
it was a hot day, and I'm known for getting my nosebleeds on a hot
Yeah.
day.
Uh-huh.
And I had a board. I had an extra board on my back because I knew my board was gonna break soon.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. Anyways,
It's a normal thing. That
Normal
happens
thing.
Skateboarding. They
you know,
snap.
I would always get like the homies hand-me-downs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had one on my back, and I was riding one of them, and it was hot. My nose started bleeding, so I went to the water fountain, and I was cleaning off real quick. you know, and I come back just a few minutes later, like maybe 2.5 minutes later, and my board is snapped on the tail, in the middle,
Everywhere?
and on the nose. Yeah,
Which is the most disrespectful
Completely
thing you could
thrashed.
do, because usually a board just snaps in the middle. But
yeah, it was completely thrashed. And go ahead, Ruben.
So
I forgot it was your story. Go ahead.
when Chito went to the bathroom for his bloody nose, I was at the silver benches.
Okay.
And Chito purposely
You have to
left his
describe what that
board.
means to the audience, because they don't know what that
Purposely
means.
leave it.
The silver benches were closer to the road, and the bathroom was like more in the corner at the skate park.
So it's a distance.
Riverbank
it was
skate
a
park.
distance. It was a distance.
Drive past it if
at
you wanna see
Riverbank
it.
skate park.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Chito left his board. I think it was by the bathroom, but like at the brown benches, not silver benches, but the brown
Okay.
benches. So I'm watching Josh from afar snap Chito's board like 4 times, like
Right.
what he just said. Snapped it a bunch of times.
Every different angle.
At this point,
Which
Chito
just-
comes out, and I'm just watching everything.
Okay. So fair.
All right.
So I watched him snap it, and that's why I went to the pyramid, because I knew he was about to be
Dude,
mad.
I had no idea.
When he snapped, I just knew. I was like, this
Yeah.
is not going to end.
And it
good,
pissed me
bro.
off a little
Yeah.
bit.
Everyone saw what happened, and Chito's just in the bathroom. We're just like all
Oblivious.
just watching.
He's oblivious.
Yeah.
So he walks
No
out,
idea.
and then
Continue though.
So I come out. Apparently, I was in the bathroom. I thought I was at the water fountain, but I could have been in the bathroom.
bathroom. Nosebleed.
Yeah. Okay. I plugged my nose up. Okay. To get the tissue. Okay. So anyway, so I come back. My board is fucking demolished. And so I literally looked at Chris and whoever the fuck else was there next to him. And I looked at him and I just put my hands down. I was like, who snapped my board?
That's exactly
And
what he said.
Chris, literally with no hesitation, he went,
Did I?
yep,
Okay.
instantly. And I looked over and there was the only person there was Josh. And he's all, you know, and mind you, I'm just going to say this. I love Josh. He's the homie.
Yeah, we're all homies.
We went through
Yeah,
our
so-
trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? It is what
Oh
it
my
is.
God, the cat's fucking under me. Holy
You
shit.
know.
This bed's gonna break on her.
What's
I
it
swear to
fucking?
God.
No, just
I
kidding.
can't move. Chris, can you grab her?
I got a sheet over here. Right here.
Because she came in there voluntarily.
She's right here. She's over here.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
So anyway, so I walk up to Josh, and at this point I had no idea I was even infuriated. Like I knew I was upset, but I didn't know this was gonna happen.
yeah.
It's like when I punched Elias, like no idea.
Yeah.
You know.
Me
But
neither.
anyway, so I walked up. And I'm like, "What the fuck, Josh?" And I go, "Why'd you snap my board?" And so I start walking up to him, and my like I'm pushing up against him, like but hardly. Like I'm not pushing him. I'm just walking and I'm continuing to push him because there's a little dirt hill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
That,
right.
you know, I'm trying to get him to my level. You know, what I mean, he was bigger, he was taller than me, and he was
That's-
older than
that's
me.
smart.
You know,
Wow.
not really. I just didn't know what else to do.
Well, you did the
And
right thing.
so I had pushed him, and as soon as he put his hands on me, like, bro, get off me or whatever, I fucking hit him with like a left hand, and then I came back with the right and hit him in his mouth.
Dude.
And when I seen his face fucking go, like I was like, fuck, like you know, like it's cracking, you know, like.
Yeah.
And so I back up and I'm about to like, you know, I'm putting my hands up or whatever, and he's still coming too, like, you know, about to come back up, and Ruben, from wherever the fuck he came from, jumps, and Ruben's like 5'4", okay, Josh was taller than me,
I was probably like 5'2" at the time.
yeah, so Ruben jumps up, gets Josh in a headlock, and and
Jumped
the
on
first
his
thing,
back.
yeah. And the first thing I could see is Josh looking up. He's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill," and his fucking face is like red as
Dude,
fuck.
bad.
And he had a big ass welt. He had a big ass welt
Calm your shit, bro.
right here, and I was like, "Oh shit," you know, like. But Ruben's like, "Calm your shit, bro." Like, but I was the one that hit him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabbing the totally
And,
wrong person.
That was basically the end of it. I had backed up. You know, I said what I had to say, you know, and yeah,
I did what I had to do.
So I was at Silver Benches, and Chito's this type of person where he'll fuck someone up only if he has to.
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
I'm glad you said that.
Chito's that guy where it doesn't matter your size, who you are, what you are.
He'll fucking do it.
He'll fucking fight you if there's some form of disrespect.
If there's need,
But Chito always knows when to stop.
but mind you,
Someone's on the
exactly.
floor, someone's anything along those lines, he knows, it's
It's
you
about
know,
respect. You
I'm
don't
gonna
kick somebody in the
wait
fucking head.
till this
Principle,
guy is
yeah.
ready at his stance so I can sock him again.
Yeah.
So
And but let me just add this. My skateboard just like it'll never break your heart, it never broke mine. You know what I'm saying? and that was to me a form of like major disrespect. You know, even though he was probably thinking like, oh, he has another board, like fuck it, who cares?
And I remember Josh said that because he had an extra board for you. And I think he gave it to you later that day, but that's still not the. That's not the.
No, that was the one I had on my back already.
That's not the point
Crispy
what we're
shrimp?
getting to.
Oh my god.
I don't remember that.
I can't remember too much,
You don't remember
but
that's where I got my name.
I just remember that there was an extra board out, so that's why he did it.
Right.
I'm not defending anyone
Right, no,
in
no,
the
it was-
situation, but
yeah, I
that's
think
why
he did it because I had an
did
extra
those
board.
actions. Yeah.
I think he did it because I had an extra board, but like to me, like as a big dude, I snap my boards all the fucking time, so I cannot afford to just snap it just because.
We
Cheeto-
didn't have fucking
you know
money
what I mean?
back then either. We're all like, you're like probably 16, 15.
And I was broke as hell.
Cheeto
Exactly,
could
no,
also buy a
exactly.
brand new
15.
board and break it 6 hours
Yeah,
later.
which is,
Yeah.
you know,
Happened all the
That's
time
how it
to
was,
him.
you
the
know.
hand-me-downs are probably better, you know.
But yeah, that's why I did what I did, you know,
But
because
wait.
my skateboard is, to me, it was like it's sacred.
Freedom.
You know,
Like,
what I mean?
you
Exactly.
when you woke up in the
It's
morning,
what,
and you
you
seen
know.
that, it was like, damn, I can go skate, like have some fucking
Exactly.
fun.
Hey,
You know?
on a quick note though,
How quick?
Another quick one, huh?
I saw I was at the silver benches and I saw Cheeto smack Josh so hard.
Okay, come on.
Dude.
We
This
love
fool-
Josh.
This fool went
said that.
stupid days. This fool think of Josh as you're on, I can't remember the main street, but where all the car lots are. And you see those squiggly long people, the little blow up doll things.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
see
yeah.
that, to be honest.
So
Like my
think,
shit, like
think of Josh.
I kinda
as-
go blank.
Josh is tall. Josh is
Tall
this
as
guy
fuck.
that's just always flowing around like this.
he's tall as hell.
So-
So he was.
so
Now we're probably same size.
Cheeto smacked him. This fool went
Dude, can I say?
and I knew it was bad. And I was like, Josh is he wants to at least get one sock in him, and
Yeah.
he's not gonna get one sock.
He didn't
in.
get anything.
If he gets one sock in, Cheeto's getting 5 in. So I knew at that point, I was like, these are both my homies. I gotta
Ruben's
stop
hammered
one or
right
the
now,
other.
Yeah.
And Cheeto knows if a fight's getting stopped in any situation, he's not gonna.
I'm done.
That's it.
I don't care.
So once I grabbed Josh by the neck, Cheeto already knew.
Yeah, I backed
Josh
up.
didn't know, but I can.
Josh wanted to
I
keep
could hold
going.
Josh
Oh, yeah.
down.
Josh wanted to keep going, but Ruben held him.
Shit was mad too fun, dude.
You know,
I choked
I
this
wouldn't
fool
have tripped.
out.
If Ruben would let him
this
go,
shit,
it'd
this
have been
shit
what it
went
was,
on
you know,
fucking
but-
every
It went on World Star.
270p
No, it didn't.
camera.
Fuck, I'm like, no, dude, I never seen that.
No, we didn't hear
Like
about this.
like the latest phone that recorded
Yeah.
that was probably like the iPhone 4.
The body shot.
Can
Kind
I
of.
shit
just
was
say,
mad
from
funny.
my perspective,
So funny.
it was so gnarly because as soon as Cheech's
I jumped pretty quick.
fist, hold on. As soon as
Welted
Cheech's
up
fist
instantly.
made contact with his like eyebrow, like the second. It
Second my
left
hand
his
came
face,
off.
he had a fucking egg on his eye, and I was like, "Dude, he broke his
It
eye
was
socket."
gnarly.
Like I thought it was broken.
It was
I didn't
gnarly.
know something could swell up that fast.
Right.
Like
I didn't either.
as soon
When
as
I
like,
seen him, I was like, oh shit.
your hand left and it was already
Yeah.
an egg, and I was like, "What the fuck?" He broke
And
his
to
face.
be fair, like I tried to shake his hand later, like, and I was like, "Hey, bro, like,
I
I
remember
apologize, but like, you're not supposed to do that,
Hell
you
no.
know." And he kind
He's like,
of,
"Hey, just
I had
smoke
went
a
home
cigarette."
first. I had went home exactly. I had went home first to like change my board out, and I put this in one of my songs too. It was a recent song. Actually, I haven't dropped it yet, but we're making a music video and all that for it. But I told my grandpa, I was like, man, some dude broke my fucking board. And he's like, you should have broke it on his back. I swear to God, like, my grandpa wasn't fucking around. Like, he don't fuck with that. You know, he's like, disrespect. Same thing, you know, that's kind of where I get it from.
Yeah,
You know,
hell yeah,
and
man.
I mean, he taught us to put our hands up. He taught us
Grandpa's a
to
G,
don't step
man.
backwards. You know,
Yeah,
you always
he
go
rest in peace
forward.
as well, man.
You know, yeah, exactly. Rest in peace, man. Much love.
Cheeto.
You know, but I went back later and I told Josh, I was like, hey, man, I apologize. You know, like, we're homies and shit, but like, I think you did wrong. You know, and I was like, you want to shake my hand or we're going to keep this up? You know, and he was just like, I'm smoking a cigarette. And I was like, fair enough. So I walked away and I sat on one of the boxes and I was just sitting there, you know, and he comes rolling up to me a couple seconds later and he was like, put his hand out, you know, and I was like, I appreciate it. You know,
Yeah.
like, cause I don't like to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but sometimes I do
No one wants
react
to be that guy.
in ways that like I know I shouldn't. You know, like, and that was one of the times, you know, where it was like, and they tried to say that I sucker punched him for the longest time.
Harley
like
said
Ivan
that.
and everybody,
Harley
they always
was
try
like,
to say
"That's
shit
my
like
best
that.
friend,
Wait,
and you
Fuck
fucking-"
him.
Can I tell you guys something really, really
Straight
quick?
up.
So,
give a shit.
like,
Wow, what
like,
the hell?
month and a half ago,
Goddamn.
someone walks by the store,
Mhm.
and I usually work front zone, so I see everyone that walks by the store.
Yeah.
And every blue moon, like I could stare at someone, and I know them. That's what it is.
You mean you recognize him?
Some guys some guys walking by, right? Some
Yeah,
guys
I do that
walking
too.
by, cut hair, super short. I'm just like, dude, I fucking know that guy. I know him. And
You bought a board off him?
they're like in front of the store, but like next to it. So then I walk out the store and I'm like, dude, I know this guy. And I'm like, you know what?
Who
F
was it?
I'm gonna just say the name out loud. Cause that's at the mall.
So Aaron.
You can yell something out loud and like it's okay, cause it's the
Yeah,
mall.
yeah.
So I'm just like Harley, and he goes,
Oh, that guy.
and I'm like, holy shit, and I'm
He
like,
ducks down.
bro, and like I stuck my hand up, and he walks up to me and he's like, I was like, bro,
He's all,
I was
"Fuck
like-
you,
I was like,
motherfucker."
it's been years. I was like,
hey, fuck that Cheech sucker punch my friend. Still, like that's the first.
Hey, fuck your friend. No, I'm just kidding.
and I was like, you remember me? He was like, I was like, dude, last time you saw me, I was like 17, 16.
Yeah.
That is classic.
Harley
I was like,
he
it's
was all right.
Ruben.
He was cool.
I was like, bro, we were always at Riverbank, and I started telling him a bunch of stories, and he was like, you were the and like so we like I got his number, we linked back up, we text here and there,
That
but
sounds
we've
gay.
never hung out at the bar or anything
What are you
yet.
guys
But
talking
like
about?
Harley lives in Sac now, and like we're homies again. It's hella funny,
cool.
dude.
Wow.
It's hella
You
funny.
guys skate together?
Nah, he doesn't skate no more.
Dude, Harley was
So-
so good at
He was
skating.
good.
He was one of those that like
He was one
I
of, like,
He
wish-
could have
top-
gone pro. He could have gone pro.
Yeah.
Like, at the
Easily.
he pushed it hard.
He's like Pile
Easily.
Style.
not even pushed it, just like
What's his
exposed
name?
himself more.
Huh?
What's his name?
Pile style? Harley?
No.
Style,
Steinberger?
Steinberger.
Oh,
Cody.
He taught me how to
Sorry,
kickflip.
Steinberger.
Cody.
Dude, that guy.
Shout out to
that
Kickflip
guy could've
blunt
gone pro,
slide.
too.
Oh, he
Bro.
taught he taught me how to kickflip.
He taught me how to late shove on the over the
And that's why you
Euro.
had those really good.
huh?
That's why you had those really, really good.
They were decent. I got him like a handful of times, but it never clipped or nothing. But I did do a late shove over the Euro a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I always tell people, like, bro, we skated with like some legendary fucking people.
Dude, no
Dude,
one
we did.
believes
Absolutely,
us.
nobody believes us.
No one believes us.
And I swear to
Bro,
God, like,
I
I'm like,
tell-
you know, Jake Felt.
No,
That's the one you got to bring up because
Carlos
you know.
Gomez.
Stop. But I'll
man.
tell homies about us skating pools and
Carlos?
I never skated pools.
Oh yeah.
Carlos.
Gamaz?
So
you know
sick,
Carlos
man.
is clean
The
now.
sickest style.
Dude, do you
yeah,
remember
dude.
when Carlos was a poser?
He's got like
Yeah. He
No,
wore
like,
like the
look,
100 sweaters.
So like I'm gonna air Carlos out. I love you, Carlos.
yeah, fuck
But
that.
this fool is wearing Benny Gold, the hundreds,
Pink dolphin and shit.
Pink Dolphin, not even diamond. Like this fool was wearing diamond.
even
shoes,
fucking
but
diamond?
not the diamond
But-
clothing. Like it was.
But I learned how to skate
But
tranny
then-
with him. We would skate tranny every
Yeah,
fucking
no.
day. And it was
Harley,
so sick.
Harley's kept skating with Andy Roy and Kimchi. Another story. Kept skating with
I'll
them.
tell that one.
And then this fool moved to
Don't
LA.
go home and eat salmon.
And now he's like
Carlos.
Hesh. Carlos.
Now he's
Carlos
just a
is
fucking
Hesh.
mariner.
I have him on Facebook. He's a motorcycle dude. His girl is beautiful. He has
Okay,
his own
Ruben.
house.
All right, we get it.
All right, my turn.
Harley's,
she's
Harley's,
fine.
bro, this-
No, she's bad. Like her. Told her.
like if you want,
Hey,
if you
can
want
I
a
come through?
successful skater, Harley's Hesh with a motorcycle with a girl in a house.
Harley?
Harley's not Harley. Why
No,
did I say
Carlos,
Harley?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Okay.
He's the man.
I like Carlos. I feel like he didn't like me a long
Nah,
time.
Carlos is weird.
I think he was just like.
He didn't like me later
Yeah.
on. I feel like.
Yeah, say something.
Fuck.
I used to get fucking picked on for skating with Andy Roy.
Andy Roy is this. He's a professional skateboarder.
So he had a controversial background.
Yeah, he went to
I
prison.
still fuck with him, though.
Absolutely,
He has like a long history with really hardcore drugs. So I
Right.
think people get like a very negative.
You don't go to Pelican Bay for being a cool guy.
I
That's
think
true.
people
I
get.
No,
a,
you remember that shit?
Did my dad say that?
Your dad.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah,
And
because
he
we're
would
like,
go-
yeah, Elias hangs out with him. He's a cool dude. He went to Pelican Bay. He's like, you don't go to Pelican Bay for being a cool guy. You're like,
Okay,
well, you don't
like-
get it. That was, you know.
Like
Yeah,
when
no,
he
absolutely.
was getting his life back together, this
Yeah.
guy Andy Roy, and he would go to our skate park in Riverbank,
Yeah.
and he would teach like a skate camp. So he would teach all the
Teach
kids
little
how to
kids how to skate.
which is
How to
it
drop
was sick
in.
as fuck, and like
Yeah, absolutely.
still looking back now as an adult, like nothing was suspicious.
Well, he-
about
Land or
that,
slam.
you know, like-
Nah.
Well, he
He
would
was a good
charge
dude,
their
Good dude.
you know?
he would charge their parents, and for me, he would always just give me free skate lessons just for hanging out with him.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Nice.
just kidding. Go ahead.
Anyway, so what?
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Wait, he was going somewhere with that.
I know, but this is really cool though
You
because
mother-
I love everything.
What is it?
So when they were making Epically later of Andy Roy's,
Yeah.
he moved away. They made them during when he was living with us.
Oh yeah. Which epically later, it's like basically showing people's lives now after they kind of like had their run, their streak.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're kind of rough. Sometimes they're like not that rough. But anyways, Elias.
Where were they going now?
You
Sorry.
got bullied.
For
Oh
skating with
yeah,
Andy
yeah.
Roy.
All the older locals were like, they'd be like, oh, like, don't let him be touching you and shit. I'm like, oh, like y'all are weird, bro.
Yeah,
like,
they used to be weird about Andy Roy.
and like sometimes he would like provide me for a place to stay. Like sometimes if I didn't have a place, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if parents were arguing or something like that, he would like even when I moved to Arizona back in 2010. Like I remember he cried, like he gave me a big old hug, started crying. I was like, damn. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the older homies were dickheads.
yeah, oh,
Yeah,
exactly,
you know.
Yeah, looking back.
They're cool now.
But they grew
you
up
know,
just like
they
we
grew
did,
up
of
just
course,
like we
exactly.
did. But I mean, that was their job to pick on us and be funny, you know. But they,
exactly.
you know, they, I mean, like us, they took it a little too
but not
far.
Andy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not Andy.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, he was
That
cool.
homie, like
He was good.
that dude
I
taught me
only
a
met
lot.
him a few times, you know. But anytime I was trying something, he's like, "Fucking ladder slam,"
Yes,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
dude,
Like
absolutely.
it wasn't really a personal level with me, but like anybody, he's slamming his board.
Come on,
You know, like he was
that's
like
why-
that, you know.
And that's why when you guys say you guys think I'm good at skating, thank you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
That's where I fucking that's how I learned that shit. All that, you know, just you guys were hyping me
Well, he
up,
was
I'd hype
dope.
You guys up. Exactly.
He
It's,
was hard too.
Exactly,
He literally,
yeah.
when you say land or slam, like
He means that
if
shit.
his board was
Slam
upside
so
down, he's still
hard.
landing on it. You know, like he's
Slam so
trying to
hard.
land the fucking trick. You know, he's fucking gnarly as fuck.
With Jason.
Jason Lee. That's the homie too.
Absolutely. Yes.
One time, okay, real quick. One time, so I used to work at Save Mart, obviously in Riverbank.
Yeah.
And I seen Jason Lee. You know, he came in. I'm like, yo, what up, Jason?
Jason's this guy that worked at.
Oh,
Jason's this guy. Wait, hold on. Let me say. Jason's this guy.
Not
that
the
skated
actor, but the
My bad, my
skateboarder
bad.
also.
And he was probably like in his 40s, so he's
Yeah.
like the
No, he was
One of the older
guy to
homies
be there,
again.
right?
You know,
But he was still the homie. Like he would bring lights and shit.
Cool as
and
fuck.
we would
Dude,
have
that shit was
skate
so cool.
sessions. Like
That
he
shit was awesome.
Yeah.
He was super cool. Anyways.
yeah. So he comes in, and I'm like, yo, what up, Jason? You know, and he's all, you know, they didn't really know me like that. I knew everybody because I was young, and you know, it was our job to be like, oh, he's cool. He's, you know, they skate hella good. You know, like it was this is kind of what we did as kids. You know, we're like, I know him because he's hella good at skating. You know, but anyways, like, you know, so I was like, what's up, Jason? He's like, hey, what's up? You know, whatever. He's walking through the store, right, looking kind of weird. You know, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm like, still whatever you want, bro. You know, and anyways, he ends up walking out kind of funny. And I was like, that's weird. So I went up the aisle. Nice. I went up the aisle where he had came down from, and there was some meat stashed, you know, because the meat's supposed to be in the cooler.
Yeah.
So I think he thought about it, but he was like, fuck it, like, you
He's gonna
know,
steal some shit.
he was gonna steal some like carne asada or something, you know,
Damn.
which I shit. Be my guest.
Yeah.
I ain't chasing your ass. You know what I mean?
Hey, Ruben would have though.
You need help? You look really good on here, to be honest. It doesn't look like nothing. Keep it real with you.
No way, man. We should just be on our knees on the bed at this point.
That shit's bad.
This is not good, man.
Ruben, what the fuck happened to your
Alright, fix it real
bed?
quick. I'm gonna adjust the mics.
Put that in his ass. I didn't fucking Ruben. Bro, you bought a piece of shit, Ruben. It's fucking carbon fiber. It's fucking carbon fiber. Come on, dude. It's released now. Yeah, play that shit on fucking Apple, dude. See, it's people like you playing my unreleased shit. He's playing files out of his phone. It's on Apple, motherfucker.
We need those streams, damn it.
Okay, can we talk about Cheech's music career?
Oh, man, not much of a career.
Or do you want to?
Sure.
So Cheech makes
I guess?
music. Millie Ponch is his name. Look him up on Spotify, Apple Music.
You can type me in on fucking Google.
Yeah,
You'll find
Millie
me.
Ponch.
Links in
and
the
you'll see it.
description.
Sure.
And you've been making music for fucking how long now?
Well-
2015, 2016.
Like 15, I kind
I was
of
right there with
started
you.
dabbling. Well, actually, that was sooner.
Yeah, you're right.
That
'cause
was
you did it
probably
before
like 14.
Yeah, you did it before I even
Or it
seen
might
it
have been
at first.
15.
'Cause you'd been
Well, I
stalking.
made some, like, I had this friend, Gabe. We made our first song
Shout out,
on...
Gabe.
All right, shout out, Gabe. We made our first song on a cell phone. We played the beat off the TV. We
Dang.
recorded on the phone.
Ruben,
Oh, shit.
we just fixed this.
Dude, you guys fucking suck. Anyway.
Let's just stay. Let's just
Go,
Are
keep
you
going.
okay?
Keep roll with
Keep
it.
going.
So, I kind of been doing that for a little bit. It was probably it's probably been about like 8 years, but my problem is like the consistency, because I feel like I make good music. Funny enough though, because I was thinking about it and I hear songs from back then and I'm like, damn, these aren't that great, But now I think about it and I'm like, what if these songs that I'm making aren't great? You know what I mean? Like
it's like when you look at yourself and you're like, I look pretty good, and then you look at yourself
Exactly.
like 5 months, you're like, I was fucking ugly.
Yeah,
like you can never trust
exactly.
yourself now.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
No
And
ways.
that's kind of where I stand, you know, because I'm like, well, I'm just gonna keep releasing music and see, you know, whatever, you know, because I mean, at the same time, it was like therapeutic for me. I've always listened to music, and I've always like, you know, music has always been a part of my life, you know.
Absolutely.
So that's why I make it. I don't think I'm gonna be famous. I don't think I'm gonna be rich, you know. But at the same time, like
That's the best part about
when
it.
Ruben came to Harlow's in Sac, shout out Harlow's.
You
It was
performed- you
dope. He
performed there?
watched us perform. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay,
watched me and my boy Devious, and this dude that I don't really talk to anymore.
Fuck him.
A lot of us, fuck him. A lot of us, we performed that night, and it was Rich Homie Quan that night.
Hey,
Yeah.
the headliner.
He was the headliner, and I think we
Shit
were.
was actually hella
Did we
fun.
get up there and take a shot with him? And I
You
told
guys did.
What?
And
I think
yeah.
Cheeto, no,
because he
not
brought the
I
bottle,
think.
and Ruben was
So
standing in the
they-
crowd. I'm like,
they all
Ruben, get
took
your
a
ass up
shot.
here.
Yeah,
You say
they,
Ruben?
they told me to
Ruben.
get on stage, but I didn't get on stage with them. I got on stage towards the end, but it was
not?
like a quick second. But Cheeto
Yeah.
and all of his homies, they were on stage like gigging when he was performing.
Nice.
Yeah, it
He's
was
the
cool.
guy who's like, Doodle Quan.
Yeah. That one.
1738.
No,
He
he
said
was
no,
the
no, no.
Rich
who'd you
Homie
say then?
Guan was the
Rich
guy
Homie
that
Quan.
did the
Yeah, that's what I
Living
did.
my life,
Home.
living up with the lifestyle.
He's on that song.
Oh,
Yeah, he's cool. You know, he's a cool dude and stuff. You know, like it was his bottle, I believe. You know, he was like holding it up, like, who wants a shot? You know, so we were like, okay. You know, so he handed us all like, or his partners or whoever handed us some shot glasses, and I either handed Ruben one or I don't know how it went, but you know, he's seen us over there. But anyway, my point of being is like performing is like a different feeling. You know, like it's you don't see nothing. It's like fighting. You know, you don't see shit. You're just up
That
there.
flow
That
state,
is
like-
crazy.
It's just flow, you know, like and I'm
That's
gonna
that
tell you right
adrenaline,
now,
too.
like I've fucked up before on stage, and people do not notice. People don't notice because they don't know your songs.
Oh,
So
okay. That's
one
true.
thing was like when people would dap me up and shit, I would be like, "Fuck, I fucked up," but you know, I appreciate it. My boys start telling me, "Stop telling people you fucked up." They will tell you when you fucked up when they see it, you know.
Yeah, 'cause
So
they'll
I'm
be
like,
like, "Oh, yeah,
okay,
you're
because
right."
otherwise they're hyped up, you know. They're like, "Fuck, bro, that shit was tight," you know. All the bitches are staring at you, you know. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm coming
yeah.
for you when I get down. You know what I mean? Like you feel like all the lights are literally on you.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
nuts.
It's crazy. Like it's super fun, you know. And that's really another reason I do it, you know, because I can't wait to get back up there. You know, like it's just so much fun. Like it's just hyphy. You get fucked up. Like we're chilling. We're in the club or in the bar. You know what I mean? Like
we took Henny shots before that in the parking lot.
I remember we did everything.
We smoked a
You
whole
know.
blunt with.
All that shit. Hella blunts.
When
You
was
know.
the, when was
Hey,
the last
and-
time you performed?
So,
Man,
so
it's been a few years. It's been probably like 2 years. Because last year a bunch of shit came up. One of the artists that we were fucking with, so we kind of had to take a little break because most of the music that was being made, he was involved in.
So are you solo now? Like you don't have.
I'm
like
basically
a,
dolo, but
you don't got homies.
well, I fuck with my homies still, like my boy Devious. You know, there's a lot of people I don't fuck with anymore.
Is Devious the guy with the deep voice?
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
the homie with the glasses. He was
Yep.
he was one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's
The
hella dope.
other one was my favorite
really,
too.
he's
but
really
you
lyrical.
didn't want to mention his
It
name,
takes
so we're
you
not
like
gonna
to be
talk
honest,
about
like the
him.
first couple times I heard it, I wasn't really feeling it. But then when you play it a few times, you're like, oh shit, like I get it. You know, like it takes a
He-
few.
He reminds me of Tech Nine,
Okay, that's fair.
like that fast rap, not
Yeah.
just not
Yeah.
him itself.
He's dope.
but
He's
Is he in
dope
the
though.
intro? The
he,
song called
he spits
Intro.
bars.
Yes.
He has that song, New
That's
Level.
him.
Is this the one
I
with
love
that song called
dude.
New
It's
Level?
Yep.
nice. It
I'm
reminds me
on
of
a
an
new
X
level.
song.
Hey,
Like
Cheeto.
the
Or
one-
no, I don't know if it's that one, but yeah,
Not that one,
Hey,
but
Cheeto,
Wait, real quick, will we get like copyright if we play your music in our videos?
it's my copyright. I don't think so.
So Cheeto, can I tell you
Okay.
something?
I think YouTube will, but I think we have to like prove.
Yeah,
somehow
be
that,
careful
like,
with
oh, we know
YouTube.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right,
and
right,
we-
right.
Are you independent?
5 bars.
Are you independent or are you signed?
I'm independent as fuck.
If you're independent, we could post it.
Yeah, because it would
'Cause
be
if
like
he
Sony
signed,
hitting you
then-
up.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can I
Yeah.
tell you guys something on a side note though?
Side note.
So Cheeto,
Noted.
you remember when you sold me your CD with your shirt?
Yes.
I still wear your shirt till this day.
Appreciate it.
I was actually gonna wear it for the show.
It's good merch. I like that shit.
had
Yeah,
that red
no,
one.
it's a great one. I was
Yeah.
gonna wear it for the show, but I wanted to like dress myself. Not
Did you
nothing
get the
negative.
Cheeto Fingers ones too or no?
I got the
No,
red-
I didn't
the
get
red
that
one.
Okay.
one.
I got that one.
I didn't get that
You
one.
have that one?
I was gonna wear it for the
Oh,
I got some. I'm gonna get one for Jaime too. What size are you? Large.
It's gonna work.
It's
Alright.
got Mickey Mouse hands,
So
but they're green fingers, like you've been breaking down weed. That's why I call it Cheeto fingers,
Mhm.
because
it's a good
because you
one,
know
yeah.
when you eat
It's a
Cheetos
really
and your
good-
fingers get all
honestly,
dirty.
no,
Yes, sir.
Same thing,
No,
but
no,
it's
like
the idea.
Here's a
but-
picture.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you want it, DM him.
Yeah,
Right.
perfect.
All right, so back to my story.
That's good.
So, you know, I love you, Chito. Okay.
Okay.
I hope so.
I was driving my Honda for the longest time, and I had this one. You know, she's my main. We go through a lot.
All right, keep going.
She's the new one, but like I love her. I appreciate her with everything. You know.
I got you.
Talking about the car?
Talking
But
about his girl.
But early days, we were having a lot of fun for a second, right?
I'm sorry.
We're just having a lot of fun.
Who?
Me and my girl,
You and the one.
the one.
Okay.
Banging in the car.
She's the one.
Don't even say it.
So we would always,
The CD
you know,
comes on.
the car worked out perfect because we would go bowling and then go back to the car, you know, and then we depart. We do what we got to do. I've listened to every single song on your album on the CD,
Shoddy love.
every session.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
A
I would
poster.
say
Sex
at
playlist.
least like
Poster pre or during.
like, post,
During.
during, after. Your CD was slapped every second in my
He
Honda.
can't get hard unless he has that song. those
Any
playlists.
section.
I know.
Baby, hold on.
Hold on.
You know, and
He has
if
to
I
wear the
if I had to
shirt.
tell you
Same old
anything, if I had to tell you anything, it's probably your second and sixth song. I can't remember off the top of my head what the names, but like I told you, we'd have some fun in the car. I would look over at my Honda and it
Skip.
would say track 6, track 2,
He's going hard.
and I remember
You're
those are the
going.
two ones where I'm just like, this is my go time.
You're like, hold on, this is where the beat drops.
section's over.
Is it how
did they-
you feel? Come with me.
You know, it sounds
Baby,
embarrassing.
mobbing comfortably.
The one with Elijah, I
say
fucked
love?
with super heavy.
Say love.
That one, yeah.
Which
I
one?
fucked with that one, and the one with Elijah, I did fuck with heavy.
Oh, okay.
Nike.
Nike.
Elijah was
He's like-
but like the curation.
That's what a
was
lot of people say,
really
but I
good.
think it's because
Elijah's
I think
not a
it's
good
because,
rapper.
No. I
but
think
the
it's because
output-
you're not there to listen to
Is that you?
Okay,
No.
No.
Okay,
You
well,
fuck.
my opinion. I apologize. Elijah wasn't a good rapper, but how you guys went about it together,
You can't judge
it made a great song.
He's really good, to be honest. He's
It
really,
made a great song.
He's
it made a
lyrical
great
and-
song. Like
yeah,
you
he's
guys,
actually
you
really
did a
good.
great job with
Cheech, I
everything.
feel
with
like
it.
you
Appreciate
probably
it.
don't think that like we listen to your music, but dude, I know like all
You know,
your
of
songs.
anybody,
Like,
I think
can
you guys
sing
do.
all your
No,
songs.
Anybody
tell-
else though? I
I
don't
called
think
him
so.
earlier and he
I
was
tell
I
all
could
my
hear your
homies.
music in the background.
Oh yeah,
Him?
that's
Called
right.
him,
We
yeah.
were-
He's all
we were
getting
listening.
ready. He's like, "You guys are coming over."
I gotta remember it real quick.
Well, we had it blared. I was like, hold on, I think
Dude,
Chris is
I-
all
calling.
his shit's gonna
I
be
was
linked to the
clapping to your
description.
I was
They
clapping
used
to your
to,
album though, Chito. I love
I
you.
felt like
I
they
love
used to
that.
make fun of me, but when you listen to Ruben rap anything, he could be rapping 50 Cent. He sings it the same way he sings my shit. He just doesn't know any lyrics.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
But he
Like
acts
this.
Amen.
the way it sounds. I know the way it sounds is it sounds like he's
All
making
true.
fun of you,
So fucking.
all
but
true.
he's not. He's jamming.
It's
you
all
know?
true. I
That's,
love everything.
I swear,
I
because
was
like
right there in the closet with you when you first started. Remember or not? First,
Closet.
with with
Oh
Smokey
yeah,
G?
I should pause
No,
that.
no. It was a studio closet. You know, we all started from the
most
bottom.
iconic.
Let
the
me
most
elaborate on
iconic
that, you
thing.
asshole.
The
Which
most
one?
iconic thing I think of is when
Real
you had the
smokers?
red Camry and I
picture,
think
bro.
who was on the
I'm on
car?
top of the car?
No, tell me.
The white
Shh,
beater
wait,
on?
wait, no,
Yeah.
no, wait. I can't remember, but I can't remember what song was with it, but the iconic picture where I knew Cheeto was
It's
like
called Real Smoker.
with the shits. Cheeto was like,
And please don't
like,
put that
I
in the
love
link
Cheeto
description.
because this is new Cheeto right here.
I hate
Like
that song.
I love
Cheeto's
that song.
pushing something he wants to do for himself.
Yeah.
And it was this one picture where he had his red Camry. Who was with the open door?
I was standing on the
No,
hood.
I was inside the passenger.
And he
I
was
didn't
behind
see
the
it.
door.
So Elias was at the open door,
Mhm.
and then Cheeto, where were you again?
I was on top of the hood.
On top of the hood, just
Yeah.
It should have been
and
opposite.
that picture is so ingrained in my head, man.
Yeah,
that was
forever.
that
It's a
was
good- it's a good
Francisco
one.
forever.
Yeah, dude.
Goddamn, government. Okay.
All his links will be in the description.
Yeah,
for
you can put that one.
Spotify,
You can put
Apple
that one.
Music. Check his shit out.
If you really want to hear it, you could just search Millie Punch. MILLY.
Oh, it still is. Yeah, on SoundCloud.
Space
yeah.
PANCH. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's some
When
good videos too.
I'm curious, like when you write a song,
Okay.
how much do you like fabricate anything where you're like, this never happened, but I'm kind of like rapping about it, or is it like,
Yeah.
is it all
You really be
true?
fucking
How
bitches.
do
No,
Money.
it's not all true. There's songs that are all true, but not every song is all true. Some songs I make, and I try to think of somebody's perspective.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But everything I write, I try to make it be like a real scenario. That way somebody could be like, oh shit, like I could feel this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like when you just are saying like, oh, rabbit's foot, take a look, something, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like you're not saying shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you're like, my homie got popped, so we rounded the block and dropped him. You know, like, but now they're like, oh, like we've done that. People can like relate to that, like, cause that's happened to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not always happened to me. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I've told multiple people that I even make music with, like, I've never hit licks on people. I've never shot nobody. I've never shot at nobody. I've never been shot at.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Wink, am I right? Watch the feds.
Yeah,
They
right.
Watch it.
No, I'm just saying.
Never done that.
You know,
like the massage.
but you know what I mean? But like at the same time, like
Never,
how Ruben
bro.
said, like when I only do stuff when I need to, like that's kind of how I think of these things.
Like you only
Because
eat when you're hungry.
right. But what I'm saying is
No way to
like
put it.
imagine somebody shoots at you, and you have a gun on you. What are you gonna do?
Try to pull it out.
You're gonna shoot your fucking gun back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember when this fool Cheeto told me, I can't remember the story, it's so vague. But long story short, this fool told me he was carrying with him under his seat this whole time, and I was like butthurt as
Like, no way you didn't tell me.
mad. I was
Really?
mad he never told me. And I correct me.
But
we're
why
not-
were you
we're not
mad
gonna-
about that?
We're not gonna go in depth of what it was, but yeah,
It
I
was
was
38.
I was
I know what it was. Yeah.
I was butthurt that he never told me, cause we're just boys, and if there's heat carrying, like I just want to be ready for it, not shocked.
What are you
for
gonna
it.
do?
You
ain't got shit.
He got out the kitchen with that heat.
I'm gonna hear a shot and know what's going on, and not hear a shot and then panic.
Right.
Okay.
That's just what
Well,
I was.
I feel like-
that was my end point of the situation. But I remember
be
this fool
honest-
was carrying for a minute, and I was like,
To be honest,
man, this guy's crazy.
Cheech.
you guys blackballed me for a long time because of the things I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
You guys didn't want to be around me.
And you can't get
You
mad
know?
at us.
I'm
for
not,
that, though.
and I'm not upset.
I feel
But
you.
it
I
was
deep
like,
here.
but that's why I didn't tell you stuff like that.
Mhm.
You
I
know,
feel
but which I'm in the wrong, you know, because if shit would have started
Yeah.
popping off, you guys would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You had no idea, you know, but like I was a kid, bro, like, so I had no idea.
It makes me
You know?
sad that I get what you're getting. I understand your past now,
Yeah.
but it makes me sad that
It really
I
wasn't
didn't understand
really-
it.
And I'm
at
gonna tell you like
first.
this: anything I've ever done has been for money. It wasn't because I wanted to be crazy and I wanted to do this and that, but it turned out people didn't like that that I sold as much weed as I did, or somebody probably fucked me off for a couple dollars, and now we got beef.
And
Like,
I didn't understand
you know what I mean?
Stockton until I moved out to Sacramento.
Oh yeah,
it's
absolutely.
similar.
And I was like, damn. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's,
I was like,
similar.
well, after
Yeah.
after knowing Sac, I was like, Cheeto has always been 10 toes.
Yeah,
is
once
what-
I moved
is,
to
is
Ripon-
more my lead up. It
Get the
was,
fuck out of here!
Cheeto's always been 10 toes. At
You
a
live in
young
like a
age.
1,500 square foot fucking apartment. Like
I know.
that's a big
Yeah,
ass
I know.
apartment.
And then let's talk about your mom's house.
I've never
Jaime.
seen an
You-
apartment
you
that
have
big,
a nice
bro.
ass house with your mom. All right.
Don't live there anymore. Never was my mom's house.
Even if it was for rent, you found a good gig pretty soon.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna dog Jaime. You know, it's not his fault that he's.
That was my conversation
didn't
for
have
later
it.
on.
Or I don't know if he had it tough, but right. I'm not saying he
Depending.
didn't, but what I'm saying is,
Everybody has, exactly,
you
you know
know,
what I'm saying?
he didn't put himself in scenarios that
Yeah.
I may have, and that's not his fault.
Yeah.
You know, like so we can't.
What kind of
dog
at
Jaime.
the end of the day kind of made you like calm down a bit? And,
Yeah, it humbled me a lot because people wanted to shoot me.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You know,
yeah.
so it kind of is like, oh fuck, like
That scared us.
you
too,
know what I
I'm
mean?
saying?
Like there is no other way. Like we're not gonna talk about it no more because
Yeah.
if we talk about it, you're probably gonna shoot me when they see me.
It didn't.
You know what I mean? So it's
It,
like
it didn't bother me, but I
No.
think when I lived in Sac and
What'd you say?
when I lived in Sac and I
Know
had
what I
my
said,
first
but I
car,
glitched.
I used to drive out to Riverbank all the time, and there was a couple times with Cheeto where he was hanging out with selective ciders,
yeah.
and he would be like, "Hey, just park over here." if you see me walking, it's fine. But if I sprint to your car, just know to take off.
Hell.
And that happened like 3
I always told
times.
everybody that because it's not your business to deal with
and
what
like
I'm
I
dealing
get
with,
it.
you know?
It's not my business.
That's the
But
way you are
yeah,
with you.
Cheeto did that to me like 3 times. I remember.
I
Cheeto
apologize.
fucked over one of my friends on a weed deal.
Who?
He's
I
not a
told
bad
this- I
person
told this
for
story
that.
on the pod,
Oh yeah,
but
I heard
not
that
a
one.
bad
Yeah.
person
I don't
for that.
blame you, honestly. It was one of my friends.
But his name was bleeped on the thing.
Say his name.
Hold on.
I'll
I
bleep
used-
it. His name.
One-
I don't even think you would remember
I don't
though.
remember. I don't
He was one of my friends I went to high school with, but
Oh, I sold him like an eighth for like $40.
yeah, you gypped
was
the
in the
shit
car
out
with
of him.
him.
Yeah,
don't
and
know
I
the drug
gypped him.
terms.
Yeah, it was by like Enox or some
Yep,
shit.
yep.
Yeah, we went to USAC.
Yeah.
Right by
I
that
think.
crazy
And he
hill.
was like, "Oh, my friend wants to buy weed," and he was just like the middleman, like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the weed and pay you, and then I'll get it to
Yeah.
my friends." So you're like, "Fuck this!" I'm like, "Fuck him
Yeah,
over."
it fucked him off pretty bad.
Yeah, it got kind of weird.
And he took some weed out.
Yeah.
We probably rolled it in a blunt. I wasn't saving it for me. I was like, it's for weed.
Elias and
Exactly.
Cheech.
We
God
spoke French on
damn,
that
they
night,
would
dude.
smoke so
Hella
much
weed.
weed. Like they'd smoke a blunt, and 20 minutes later they're rolling another blunt.
Another one?
Like
Yeah.
it's smoking it again, and then
Yeah.
another one. Like they would just go
In
blunt after
that
blunt.
red Corolla. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys average at least
97.
4 blunts a day. At
Gnarly.
least.
Like
the
6.
least was 4.
4 in the morning.
4
4 in the afternoon.
Four.
4
4
at
before
night.
lunch. Nah,
Yeah.
Dude,
we did smoke a lot of weed, but
Cheeto
at
would
that
buy
time,
a pound
we were,
and just break even.
no, I would
Because he
get,
No,
smokes
I would
let's
get
be
like
real.
QPs. I would get like QPs.
Only time we didn't
Regardless,
That's
smoke.
why I'd break even because I wasn't buying enough.
The only
We
time we didn't
talk
smoke was
about-
when we were
you know.
sleeping. That's it.
Talk
Yeah,
about when we used to drift your fucking 1997
Dude,
I had
Toyota
more
Camry.
weed stories. Damn it,
Bro,
Okay,
can,
go
can,
for
I
it,
gotta.
go for it.
I want to tell you guys something hella funny that's out of.
Let's let Cheech
Wait,
start.
I got a
Sack,
funny one.
though.
I got a funny one. Shut the fuck
I got
up.
a funnier
Check it out.
one than this.
Hold
though.
on.
This one's
So,
funnier.
let's
Me,
Ruben.
me and Elias. Me and Elias. I don't know. I think so. The homie, remember that lives at the corner, Jeff.
Yes.
Fucking Jeff, bro.
Jeff.
That was when the
The
bong
homie.
rip. The bong rip, and I said
What?
I'm Jack the Ripper, and my face started melting, and I panicked that
Fuck.
night.
Anyway, at his house.
Yep.
He hit the bomb or
Jack the
something.
Ripper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, remember we'd give Ruben shit like,
Yeah,
Come on, runner lungs.
Y'all called me Runner
Take like
Boy.
10
He's all,
bong
bro,
rips.
I don't want to be that guy.
I was Runner Boy for 2 years of my life.
I never wanted to be
Everyone
that guy.
called me Runner. Skate
They're like,
park,
"You're being that guy,
smoking
Ruben."
Runner Boy. I was
Hey,
Runner
but
Boy.
so check this out. So we were getting a good ass deal from the homie. We were getting like a half ounce for like $40.
Jeff was the plug.
He was a plug. You know,
I
he was
remember
cool
that.
because he wouldn't.
Mhm.
He was like me. You know,
Cheeto
If
did all
it's
the
homie,
talking
like, I'm
for
not trying
us,
to
but
make
Jeff
hella
was the
money.
plug.
Like, I'll throw it to you for a little extra on top. You know, like if I got the zip for 60, I'm gonna sell you the half for 40. You know, I'm only making $10 if you could do the math. You
But
know
that's
what I mean?
homies.
It's gas money. You know, so we got a half ounce of like some Blue Dream for like $40, and this
Bitches
was
love Blue
happening
Dream.
constantly. Like we got a half ounce like every
It was
day,
weed.
and we were just smoking the shit out of it. And like we would sell a little bit just to make our money back, so we could do it again the next day. And well, not weed, but he was smoking with me. You know, it's my boy. You know what I mean? And
I was broke at the time.
nah, it's all good.
Always broke.
You know, and so
What's up?
we would roll. We would go on. Excuse me. We would
Elias is
we would
rich
go
now.
on a hiatus.
FYI.
You know what I mean? Like we would smoke woods for like a week. Remember? You know what I mean?
Wait,
like
you
when
guys
we
were
were-
smoking woods?
We smoked blunts and woods.
Because
But
I thought
when
woods
we
was
had
a sack thing for me.
no,
I hate
when we
woods.
had
Yeah.
when we
I
had a
suck
lot
as
of
hell.
weed, we were smoking woods.
I was smoking woods
You
with
know,
you guys
and it was
without
good
knowing.
weed.
That's
You know,
crazy.
so
I
this
wouldn't-
this
I didn't know.
particular time, I think it was Blue Dream,
Good stuff.
and so I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna roll woods, and we rolled fat ass, probably like damn near a quarter in the wood, you know, or maybe like 4 grams. I can't remember, but
I definitely can't either.
well, it probably wasn't a
can't-
quarter because
I
it's hard to
can't.
fit a quarter in a wood, depending on how it rolls out. But anyway, we smoked a fat ass wood, and we're just putting it out right, and this fool like, you know, he leans back or whatever, and I looked at him, I was like, "You trying to smoke?" And he was like, he's like, "We just smoked," and I was like, "Do you want to smoke again?" And he was like, "Okay." So we rolled another fat ass wood, like, and we're just fucking chiefing, like, you know, and like, but like you guys said, like, we smoked a lot more blunts than woods, but like we would go on like these little like when we were feeling good, like
Little
we would
benders?
get woods, yeah,
Yeah.
we would get woods for like a week, you know, and then after that we were like, all right, let's go back to.
Do you remember when you tried to Superman that the
Oh, I
Oh
burnt
my
the
God.
shit out of my tongue.
Is it Superman
Have
or
you ever
Wu-Tang?
Superman
What's it called?
successfully or no?
Bro,
Nope.
so many side
Never.
kids will Superman. It's crazy.
Stupid.
Never, I could. I
I've
just
seen a
can't
lot
do
of
it.
Supermans
I
out
tried,
here, but never in real
but a lot of
Disgusting.
people. So this is what me and Elias would make a joke about. A lot of people will go and they'll
they
chew on it.
swallow it.
They'll chew on it
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You're
I
not
would
supposed
chew
to chew
on
on
it.
it. It's supposed to
I
go
would chew
down
on
lit.
it.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I mean, it's gonna go out eventually with the saliva and stuff. But like, you're not supposed to have it in your mouth. It's supposed to go and go straight to your lungs. You know what I mean? But and it'll cause like a lot of smoke too because obviously it's going out. You know.
You get more higher, dude.
Yeah, no.
Like,
But
bullshit.
anyways, I had tried that shit and it burnt my tongue. So like I spit it out. I was like, I was choking for like 10 minutes. So I never did it again.
All night. You asked your grandma like, what should I do? Or like my throat hurts, and then she's like, just drink some V8, mijo.
Something.
Hey, remember your grandma flushed your weed down the toilet?
Dude, she probably flushed like an ounce, bro.
What? Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
down
wait,
the
wait.
toilet.
Hey,
Bro, his head just
You can't even see that shit. I promise you.
hey,
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
hey, do you guys remember when I got too high at Jeff's? And so whole story. We're at Jeff's house. And actually before that, this fool's driving by us, and Chito, as a Stockton guy, he goes, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" Because he drove by Jeff.
Is that how he said it?
He drove by him hella fast, and Chito was mad. And that fool stops his car, and Chito was like, "I'm gonna fade this fool." Chito goes over to fight him. Long story short, it's Jeff. And Chito goes, "Oh, shit, what's up?" And so they start being cool together, and he's like, "Hey, pull up to my house, let's smoke." So then we all go to Jeff's house.
That's
to
how we
smoke
ended
at his
up there?
house. And we all go to Jeff's house. We're all in his garage, and they're like, "Come on, runner boy, hit it," because it's a bong. And I remember, I can't remember what book it is, but Jack the Ripper was there, the fucking killer. And I was like, they don't call me Jack the Ripper for nothing. And
I was like, they don't fucking call you that.
bro, I fucking
Nobody calls you
Bro,
that.
I remember ripping the bong as hard as possible, and my face started melting. We get in Chito's car.
Oh, the heater was on.
So we get in Chito's car, and Chito's a big guy. That's just what it is.
Oh, really?
Well,
So this guy
I don't know if
always
we needed that one.
No idea.
Chito always wants the heater on.
I had no idea.
Always has the heater on. If it's cold out, Chito has the heater on. So
That doesn't
big
make
guys
sense
do?
though. I'm a
So-
big guy.
I thought it was the
you're
opposite.
cold.
It is.
Yeah, you're cold though
Thick
because the
skin.
outside because you
Big
have
guys
your
get
windows
cold?
down.
I don't
Chito
know.
always had his windows down.
Okay,
Heater on, windows down.
let's roll with it.
So then
Let's roll with it.
heater's blasting me,
plot?
cold air's hitting me, and I can feel both at the same time because I'm high. I'm like 16-year-old kid.
Is that when
high.
we rolled up to the house? Mind you,
We're
we
out
live
front of your house.
we live 10
I'm-
houses down
I'm
from
mad
Jeff.
high. We
Oh,
live
So
like
we got in the car for that.
We live 8
For some
houses
reason.
down, and we got into
high.
the car.
Yeah.
I'm mad, panicked, high. My heart's raging. I'm like, yo,
He said
Elias.
hard.
Elias,
He's like, my heart's raging right now.
Oh yeah.
Elias,
he
feel
put
my heart.
hand on his
Elias
chest.
touched my chest, and it's full like, you're fine, Ruben. You're chill.
I did do that. I was
And I'm like, nah, you're
like,
lying
it's
to
beating.
me.
It's supposed to.
And I'm arguing with them because I'm hella panicked.
And you
we
know it's
we
beating
get
fast.
inside to the house. I start coming down.
No, you know what I told him?
I
like,
smacked
killing it
down.
high, dude.
I smacked down 2 burgers
Jeez.
in Chito's kitchen. Just smacked them down because I'm
remember any
hungry.
of this.
At that point,
I'm not
I'm
sure
like,
if you were
I'm
there.
gonna
He's
puke.
mixing stories.
Bro,
I
I go to
remember- I
puke. That was the night I went to puke.
And you grabbed the wrong side of the
Wrong
door?
side of the sliding door.
So Chito's door in Chito's kitchen, if you wanted to go to the backyard, it was the right door
Holy
to
shit,
unlock
I
to
forgot.
open. Bro, I smacked down 2 burgers that he had to like his grandma made him, so they were like home style, hella good.
Hella good.
Smack, bro, ate them. I'm just like, I don't feel good.
Was there a girl there that night? I feel like there
I
was
don't
a
think
girl
so.
there.
Nah, it was
there
just
was
it was
no-
just all of us.
Just the
I don't-
boys.
There might have been.
It was your sister.
You might
So-
have
Oh,
been
maybe,
there.
maybe.
But
That's
I
probably
just
her
remember there
friend.
being
That's
a
probably her
female
friend.
presence, and she was
So
like, "Oh shit!"
no.
Is he
Hold
okay?
on. So like,
I'm
I
holding
try
on.
to,
I'm
I go.
holding on for about 30
No, wait,
minutes
guys,
now.
wait.
Go ahead now.
I go to the left side of the door to unlock it,
Yep.
and it's not. It's the right side.
It's the wrong
Yeah,
fucking
the
door.
handle was there.
So then I go to the right side.
You weren't there?
I was there.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
go
were.
to the
The
right
handle wasn't.
side. I make it to the backyard. I'm puking. You remember? Who was it? Your uncle yelling at us? Tell us a story.
You guys been drinking. I'm gonna tell your grandma that we haven't even fucking been drinking. We've been smoking.
Yeah.
She
No,
used to beef with his
didn't
uncle all
that
the
fool? I
time.
thought that fool said we're on drugs. He
I
was
don't
like,
know.
"Yo, been doing some stupid shit." And he was like, "Shut the fuck up. We were just smoking. He's puking because we smoked."
Dude, one time I
It was hella funny, dude.
Okay, one time.
That shit. So
I think
funny.
this might have been before we knew you guys too. I don't think we were really hanging out
Just
with
you
Elias
and I?
Ruben. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay,
me and
okay.
Cheech, and we spent the night at your. Can I say it? Are we bleeping it?
That's up to you guys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Earlier you said, "Can we bleep house?"
Fine.
Okay, so we were spending the night at your.
Just in
house.
those instances when we're fucking girls, maybe we should
Yeah, that was somewhere
bleep
else.
that.
We were.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay.
We were spending
Of
the
course.
night at your grandma's house, right? And going back to the
course it
earlier
was.
story, there was a room where you could go out the window and get on the roof.
Right.
And I don't know how we got this idea, but we were like, we're gonna
Mhm.
fucking make the roof like a clubhouse.
Yeah.
He had a mini fridge in his garage.
Uh-huh.
I don't fucking know how, but we got the mini fridge
I
on
was definitely
the
not
roof
there.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
with energy. Like it was cold. It was working up there. On
No,
the
we
roof.
had hung a wire. We had hung an
Yeah.
extension cord.
Yeah. We had a fucking mini fridge on the roof. Ruben, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, sorry.
Middle of a story.
That was a little passive aggressive. We're
at his house.
We had a fridge working on the roof. We had a table up there with like chairs. We had hella
He's good,
sodas
he's
in the
good.
fridge. Do you
Yep.
remember that?
Yep.
No way, you just
We were
that.
playing cards, and we had a lamp, and we had to drag that little thing over it
Like,
because it was
we
too
li-
bright.
We literally, in the course of a night, made like an entire like fucking living room.
We were
of
sitting up
his
there.
roof.
Yeah,
And we were just kicking up there at like 3 a.m.
That's
yeah.
That was insane.
And this chick across the street, remember the? Are you hammered? Remember? That was that night. We were like
what'd you
pretending
say?
like we were like, are you hammered?
Oh.
Because they were fucked. They were all like tumbling and shit. And so we were like, oh, let's holler at that bitch, you know. But she's there with her husband, you know what I mean? Like, but
That's probably the same house as the girl that I was like, I think he left you.
I don't know.
Remember?
I don't know where
Oh my
that
God,
person
Chris.
stayed.
I remember that.
But yeah, we were fucking like signing across the street. We're like, "Are you hammered?"
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't see us or nothing, but it was just kind of funny because it was kind of like one of the
Crazy shit. we
core
used to do.
memories.
I-
But it was funny because are you going on still?
No, you're good.
Okay, it was funny because sorry, later, maybe like a day or two later, it was all down, and again, they didn't tell me nothing about
Yeah,
it.
we're just like, okay.
We're like, oh shit, okay, they found it, you know, like, and that was it. We gave up the idea.
Like, no way they didn't.
No, but they didn't tell us nothing. They knew who did it.
They had to.
They knew who did it, you know, but they just didn't say anything. And I'm like,
And you guys remember
they're
how-
probably waiting to see, be like, where's my fridge at?
Do you
You know,
remember-
like,
Yeah. Do you guys remember how Cheech used to put hella baby powder in his underwear when we go skate?
I used to chafe, bro.
We're
I
about to
used to
go
chafe.
We're about to head to go skate, and he just gets a baby powder bottle, and he'd open his pants and just pour so much. And he just like let his.
You want
fucking
some?
pants go. Literally.
It's good. No, that shit's good, man. It'll keep you from chafing at all. I swear to God.
I'm good on that one, man.
Yeah.
Make it natural.
It's just funny as hell.
That's
I remember
classic.
we used to light hella bottle rockets in your grandma's backyard too. Like, in
Remember
in the
when
middle
we
of the
lit
night.
that one? Yeah. Remember when we
3
lit
a.m.
that one and
I don't remember.
it was I had it in my hand and it started burning my fucking fingers.
Uh-huh.
So I let it go and as soon as I let it go it went to like one of the neighbors' front doors.
Oh
And
yeah.
fucking took off.
Worst
Yeah,
case scenario.
sure.
dude.
I think it was the same house where we stole that rail.
Yeah, and then I
Oh.
remember. You guys remember when I lit one out of my zipper? I was
I
laying on my back.
I
Skateboard?
watched that episode.
Dude, I need that video, and it's gone forever. I think.
Who had
Because
it?
It was on Ruben's old ass Samsung, and it was a.
It's probably on his Facebook.
Dude, it was such a good video.
Dude, I try to look for that video till this day.
You're
I
terrible,
swear to
Ruben.
God.
Cool. It's like
'Cause-
Biff. It's just like Biff.
That was
It's
that
lost
was the
in
same
I don't know
video.
about if it's the same.
No, that was during
Completely
420.
different.
Elias, you
He's
remember?
old.
That was during
No, it was on the
420.
4th of July.
Are you sure?
It was the 4th of July. Why the fuck we
Okay.
have a bottle rocket?
Exactly.
Well, because I
it could have been
remember
a few days after.
I remember that same day we were like, dude, let's smoke this roach on the floor, and it was a cockroach.
Oh yeah, I filmed it. Oh no, you
Mhm.
filmed it, but
It was
Fuck.
a vine. I think it
Bro,
was a
I could have
vine.
sworn that
We
was
had
the
great
same day.
vines.
That
We
wasn't
had-
the same
we
day.
had the most bitchin' vines, bro.
That's how we do 209, boy.
Yeah.
I have that video still.
We
I
had
still
so
have that
many
video
good
too.
vines,
Yeah.
bro,
Chris,
and
tell
they're
him about the
gone.
one where it was like,
Oh, there was what? Wait,
Dude,
how did it go?
you
It
were
was
so
like,
good at you were so good at fake
Yeah, Elias,
spitting.
tell it. Elias, tell it.
You were so good at fake spitting. It was the best. So good. It was perfect.
so the vine was just there was no
What about Marco
concept to it.
Polo?
Yeah, but you know how vines had like no explanation? It
Right.
was just like
6 seconds to do some crazy weird
Yeah.
shit, and I don't even remember how it started, but it was Chris making a weird face first,
think
like
it
just
was
like this, like yeah, and like,
Ah, the Erica face.
or no, it
Erica
was me doing that
face.
face, and then you were like, and I was like, and that's how it
I think
ended.
that was it.
That's
You-
it.
You guys remember when we were obsessed with the Wasted
Wasted.
Grand Theft Auto?
Ding.
There's that clip of that guy, like it's a soccer coach or whatever, and then some guy just like taps him on the shoulder. He's like,
Wait. Till this day, you know what video I still show everyone?
what's that?
I can't remember.
He's like, I don't know.
I can't remember what he said in the beginning, but he says, "Fuck the fucking cold."
Fuck the fucking.
Motherfucker, fuck the
Yeah.
fucking gold. And
C
my
skill.
new band is called
It's C skilled.
C skill.
I show everyone that video till this day. Nah, it was.
He was wasted.
It should have been.
He got
They should have had
wasted.
that. Yeah.
He got wasted.
Tailbone
It's
was
twisted,
wasted.
bro.
Twisted.
I never
I
said
still don't
that.
know that.
Bro, I wish
I never
Kimchi
said that.
didn't delete his YouTube videos because
Gold on there.
Digi
Oh,
Guy that we used to
310.
skate with. He
Yeah. See.
Kimchi
videos of
310, would you
skating.
call it?
Digi 310.
Yeah.
310 Digi.
I'm
310
mixing-
Digi.
I wish we
Yeah,
still
that's
had
what it was.
those.
All right. Do you guys want to keep potting?
Yes.
I'm down for it.
I'm gonna
It's
go
up to you
pee.
guys.
So
Well,
you guys
you
just
guys-
whatever
okay,
you want to
alright.
talk about. Fuck it.
So can I change the subject then?
Yeah, let's do it without Chris.
So Jaime,
We need some Jaime in here, man. We got to get some stories with Jaime.
I
Jaime.
don't got stories.
Jaime,
Uh,
you've been extremely close to Chris since running days.
Have you seen his penis?
That's not what I'm getting
Yeah.
to. You get answer that
have?
in a second.
the
In a
magnifying
sexual
glass.
way?
I've so Jaime, I've only known you from running, so that was like 2016.
Yeah, like
maybe
5 years ago, 4
maybe
years ago.
anywhere from 15 to 17 is when I first
Fuck
I
yeah.
first knew who you were.
Because you're what, 2 years?
So, like,
That seems a little late, to be honest.
Yeah, no, so
I mean,
like
he's been Chris' friend for a while.
that's well what I'm getting to
I mean,
is
well,
like
but
now
then again, they're
now
younger than
Chris
us.
brings Jaime over and I have this almost insecurity guard.
Oh, you know what? You
I'm
know
just
why
like-
you guys kicked this? Because you were a runner, too.
It's because like
We
I,
were exiled because we smoked too
No,
much weed.
I
Hey,
know.
Didn't you used to come over and play Fortnite?
Yes,
See, I-
exactly. See, I remember
See,
that.
like
Exactly.
I know Jaime's the homie,
Uh-huh.
but like, is he the homie beyond us? Like, is he with us? Is he? one of
Jaime
us?
can come through.
He could come
We
through.
just don't have as many memories with Jaime.
I don't know anything
You know,
with Jaime.
we have
so
no memories.
Well,
Right.
it's still
We
fresh,
got the
though.
Fortnite memories.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I have no memories.
Like,
And my memory with is that video.
my memories are false memories
Sorry.
with funny
I'm
jokes
sorry.
with him and Chris. I
Yeah.
don't have real memories
we
with
don't.
Jaime.
I mean, I'm not.
I love
There's
Jaime.
no problem with Jaime. You know,
Absolutely not.
we
I just get jumped.
we
on
like
this
Jaime.
He's like,
gun.
whoa.
I know on your own shit.
He's like, you guys
No.
planning something?
But you know, like, just to come back with what you're saying, like, it's like we didn't really spend that time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I wanted to, but I was too rough around the edges.
and then this is
He never invited me.
You know?
Yeah.
I tell you, because I wanted to
I
kick
think it
it.
was a different time.
Well,
It was a different time.
Well,
Exactly.
Jaime's the same age as Chris.
Right,
So
right.
th-
But
there's
we
a-
hang out with
Chris
Chris.
is young.
Well,
Chris
there's
is
a
older.
fine
But
line.
that was like a.
But there's a line from hanging out with Chris
It was
and then
kind of
like
funny.
etc. of his homies.
Chris is lucky he's good at skating, or else we probably wouldn't have known him.
Yes.
But then if Chris
Absolutely,
wasn't good at
absolutely.
skating, I probably wouldn't have met
What
them.
made you guys like
False.
wanted
We
to
met
keep,
each other before Chris.
What
Wanted to
made you
keep
guys
what?
want to like keep hanging out with Chris or even like interact with him? Like, what was
Chris-
his thing?
He was
We-
pretty good at skating.
Yeah,
We
for-
all
for
skated.
his age too.
He was
very
young. He was
Well,
young and he
there
was
hella
as good as
skate
them.
people. Like, what made you guys be like, this guy's
But
my, you know.
Chris
I met
was
Chris
the
through
only
him.
person next to our age. The other people that
He's
were
not
good
next
at
to our
skating-
age, fool.
That's why we say
We
he's
got him by
younger.
like 4 years. He was
So-
a kid when we had balls dropped already.
I'll finish my sentence. The next people that skated
Sentence or
with us
paragraph?
were already juniors and seniors in
Essay?
high school, so they didn't want to hang out with 8th graders. So that's why we hung out with Chris.
But Chris,
Furcell,
though, at the same time, though, like,
Furcell, and they didn't want to hang out with us. They would
Yeah.
hang out at the skate park, but street skating, it was me, it was us three,
yeah.
and we brought Chris because he was the
Whenever
only
he
person
could.
that wasn't older but younger that would hang with us.
I don't know if that's how you see it, but
That's how I saw it.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he
so
does.
the-
He threw it up in the air.
That's how I saw it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What about you,
can I-
Cheech?
Oh yeah, no, of course. Please, please.
Well,
We're making you realize.
I'll next. I'll be next. Let's hear it.
I really don't know. You know, I thought Chris was like a really cool dude. Anyways,
He was
you know,
hella dope.
He was dope. You know,
He was hitting the 8s there for no reason.
Yeah, he was dope.
yeah. You know, he just kind of, even though he was kind of reserved, like when it came to like balls out shit. You know,
Yeah.
like he did
Talking
shit that
about his
made
dad.
sense.
Chris would have only
You know what I
anything,
mean?
but that was it. And that's
Yeah.
not nothing negative.
He did more.
Fuck you. Go ahead, Lice. I don't really know, really, because
Yeah,
I
my
just
wires
we just kind of fell into
That's
a
okay.
friendship.
So
you know what I mean?
Holy, that's something mean.
The big one.
Snap gap?
Yeah,
Snap.
Snap Gap.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, snap
So,
gap.
Dude,
I did it, by the way.
I got like profiled by the cops. Remember? Like
What are you guys doing over here?
yes. No.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
Hit him on the chest. No. Don't
Do
do
it.
that. Don't do that.
Catch with my mouth. I got. Sorry.
So you got profiled, huh?
No, yeah. So we were skating,
Is
and
it because you're
They're
black?
looking for a black guy. And he said,
Oh, you're not black, huh?
Puerto Rican.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey.
Puerto Rican, Mexican, and
I
white.
thought he was, I forgot. Yeah.
But you would think different, of course. I mean, you don't see no white in me, of course, you know.
He's black from the waist down.
But
you know what I
anyways,
mean?
yeah, sorry.
Goddamn right.
That is
I'm
my
just kidding.
saying, yes.
This is my
Yeah,
saying. Yes.
But So yeah, we were skating. It was me, you.
My legs
I think
hurt.
you were there as well, actually. And the cops stop, right? They park and then they get out and they kind of just watch us and they didn't say anything. We were like, oh, you guys just you guys was watching the skate. He's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys are doing. Then this guy kind of matches the description. I'm like,
No shit.
I'm 16 years old I'm wearing a beanie like just like you were wearing earlier.
Yeah.
Beanie, white
Some
t-shirt,
fuck
black
shit.
pants. And I was like, what? I'm like, all right.
Where were we at? Were we at Target?
Snap Gap. Prime Shine, Prime
Yeah.
Shine, but it was like
The
that big
fitness.
drop.
And they
Remember?
Snap
said that to
Fitness.
you?
Yes, dude.
That's fucked.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
it
that.
was.
And not to me.
Yes, sir.
Well, exactly.
course,
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just.
I was
like,
one of the
damn.
few that did it, and then once I did it, everybody figured out they could do it.
You were the third person.
Yeah.
There was this gap that you
Ivan
could
was the
skate
first.
down at the Prime Shine and Snap Fitness.
Yeah.
And there was only 3 people in our town.
I
who
think you did it after me.
Cheech was
Did you
one
do it
of
before
them.
me?
Well, Elias did it for
Okay,
sure.
okay,
That's
okay.
when I got racially
But,
profiled.
like,
He was pretty good.
It was just one of the gnarliest things that nobody would have the balls to do because there was a curb you had to go over and then you
Scary.
went down.
And
like
it,
3 or
and
4
not
feet.
to
no
mention,
runway, no
it wasn't a straight curb. You had to go into the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So you kind of got to
sketchy,
ollie
like-
the,
It was just cool.
And the runway was short.
Yeah.
Remember, the
Yeah.
runway was short.
and then it dropped 3 feet down.
It was hard to get good speed.
And
Yeah.
the runner was downhill, which is
Yep.
gnarly. It's just scary.
Yeah, it was pretty
Scary.
gnarly.
Tell them how you did it.
He
I did it.
kickflipped up the curb and then he fucking
Yeah, I
laid down
kickflipped
it.
up the
That's
curb.
right, dude.
Yeah,
he
and
had
then
those so good kickflips up things. That's the
That's
hard
impressive.
thing to do.
it was hard.
It's a hard one.
Yeah,
to do.
when I started kind of doing that, like I was like, oh shit.
Swear to God.
But I realized like, cause when I started popping my kickflips, I was like, I think I could land it like straight up, like up the curb, like but we started at your house because your curb was hella small.
Yeah.
Remember? So we used to
Yeah.
do shit up that curb. We would do big spins off the curb and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Hey, you know what I learned the other day for the first time?
What?
Nose slides. I learned nose slides on like taller boxes, like knee height. And it's
Wow.
because I skate with my jiu-jitsu coach, Thiago. Shout out. And
Is that the-
He
he's
skates
hella
too?
That's the
fucking
Mosaic guy?
good, dude. Yeah, the
Sweet,
Mosaic guy.
No shit.
Shout out Mosaic Apparel,
Hell yeah.
our sponsor.
gotta do this one
I need to get some of that.
Oh
yeah.
shit, we got a
Some
problem
point,
up here.
yeah. And
What?
he's hella good. And
Oh,
he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, you fucking got it. Like, try it. And I was like, that ledge is hella high. And he's like, no, like, it's once you pop, you're already almost there. I was like, all right, fuck it.
There's a no slide.
Yeah,
Chris,
no
Chris.
slides are not that bad. And I tried it, and I
Right.
fucking got it, dude. Like,
Well, because
30 minutes
you don't
later.
gotta get your. Well, I don't really know, but you don't even gotta get the whole board up.
Yeah, no.
you just gotta like
kinda
slide
shove
into it.
even,
Yeah.
Hey, Cheech.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes you get kind of crazy and wild, right?
Okay. I wouldn't say so much anymore, but go ahead.
At one point.
What do you mean?
Did that translate into skating, or were you still kind of nervous of like falling and doing crazy?
Uh,
stuff?
Bro, he took slams, bro. He took.
I took
hard
a lot of slams. I didn't really want to, but like it happened.
They made him all in the 8
So
stairs.
Yeah.
hard.
I would slam
all the
hard because I was a big dude.
Oh yeah.
So I fell really hard.
And
I never
Cheech
broke
got
anything,
hurt,
though.
which is crazy.
I never
That's
broke
true.
anything.
Never got hurt.
Damn.
Like,
You
we
know.
get
Oh,
hurt,
except for the forklift.
which he blames on me.
It was your fault.
Tell
there?
him why it's my fault.
It
Tell
was
him
Chris's
everything
fault.
From beginning
Okay.
to finish.
You were there though.
No,
Fuck
Oh.
no.
no, he was nowhere
It's
near.
my fault.
Oh,
But
what
it's
about
his fault.
Oh, I know. Okay.
I was using Chris's board this time. Remember, I told you hand-me-downs. Okay, so Chris had a board he was getting rid of. He got a new one because Mama Joe bought him a new board.
Shout out.
Shout out, Mama Joe. And
Miss you.
No.
love you, miss you. So I was like, bro, it's a 0 board. The grip tape was 0. Fuck you, Ruben. The grip tape was the 0 board. It basically had 0 across it with like electricity kind of looking
Oh, I
shit.
do remember that one.
Yeah. So I was skating that one for a little bit, and
my
Joe,
first board ever. Like my first real board that I got from Zoomies. Before that, I just had like a
your
Target
cat.
board.
But anyway, so
Anyways.
she and your mom told you get it back. He's gonna break it. He breaks all his boards.
Yeah.
You remember? So, but they're
He
just.
breaks all his boards and he eats all the pizza.
I know. Don't even talk about that.
No, we gotta talk about that.
Hold on.
Next.
So,
Taco Bell.
so Joe,
Keep on rolling. Remember this?
keep on rolling, fellas. So
Yo.
Joe,
There's so much.
Joe had bought him a new board, so he let me use the board, And anyways, it was either Doug or Peter, Chris's cousins. They were hanging out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
He
about.
said yes.
So they were hanging out and they were climbing the tree that we used to always climb, right? They were in the tree and he's in the tree and I'm like skating by or I forget what, but he's been a dickhead to me this day. And he was
Oh, yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah.
he's like, by the way, he's like, I want my board back. So I was like, all right. I don't know what we were talking about beforehand,
He's
to be
like,
honest.
We were in a fight or something.
We're arguing or
Arguing,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or bad
So,
terms.
yeah, so he was like,
I'm
I want my board back, by the way. So I was like, all right, fine. So I just slid it to him, and I'm like, take my trucks off and just give it to me back later. I don't have a board to skate anyways. I'm like, you could just do it whenever you got time. So without a board, I had no reason to be in Riverbank. Okay, this is why it's Chris's fault.
That's right.
So
Oh my.
this is why it's Chris's fault.
That's where it starts.
I'm hanging on to that. That's where it started.
Okay.
So I go home to my mom's house in Stockton, and I call my uncle, and I'm like, "Yo, can I work with you guys? Like, I need to make some money." And he was like, "Yeah," and he swears by it that he does not remember this conversation. He's like, "You didn't ask me to be there." I'm like, "Bullshit," So I had called him, and he's like, "Call your cousin, tell him to pick you up. You can go help them." I was like, "All right," because he had owned his own company at this point, and it was like Slakey Environmental or some shit, and what's it called? So they pick me up, and my cousin drops me off with the homie Black Johnny. Shout out Black Johnny. That's family, and I've known him since ever. We call him Black Johnny because I have a cousin that's Johnny, but he's Fat Johnny, but he's in prison for a long time.
You can call him Prison Johnny.
He'll be back soon. I know. Jailhouse Johnny. No, that's my cousin. Anyway, so my cousin drops me off, and he's like, "Johnny's gonna teach you what you need to know." He's like, "You're gonna be a pro forklifter by the time you get out of here." I was like, "All right." So I was like, "All right." So he leaves us. He probably went to go fuck some chick or something. But he leaves us, and so Johnny's like, he's like, "Watch this. I'm gonna go on 2 wheels." I was like, "Okay." So he goes full speed into the warehouse, turns sideways, and he's like,
Oh, he did it?
sliding on 2 wheels. Yeah, he did it. And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, that's not safe, So he comes out, he starts doing donuts. If you know a forklift, the back wheel turns.
Yeah.
It's not
I'm
donuts. You're
forklift
doing
certified, by the way.
You're doing figure eights. You know what I mean? You're doing figure eights. So he was like, he's like, "Here, check it out." He's doing the eights.
You're like, "No, you're just turning hard."
Right. Well, I didn't realize at that time. I was like, he's swinging that shit, So he was like, "Hop on, try it." So I did a few, and I was like, all right. Like, I get it. Like, let's just start working, So he jumps on the forklift, and he was like, he's like, "All right." He's like, "Hop on. We're going to do something together." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "No, I'm good." And he's like, "No, for reals." I'm like, "I'm not hopping on that shit with you, bro."
Do it.
And then so finally he was like, all right. He's like, "Fuck." He's like, "Well, we're hella behind, bro." He's like, "You got to hop on. Like, come on. Like, come with me." I was like, "All right." So hop on. He starts doing the eights. Okay. Literally not like 3 circles later, the forklift is tipping over. So I jump off, and he's right behind me. We both jump off. If you know the forklift, it has a fucking cage on top.
Yeah.
So I jump off. He's jumping off behind me, and it's like a movie, bro. Like it's like a movie, And I'm landing in this little square. Okay, so I land right here, and I'm like, "Oh shit," and it goes right over my head and smashes my foot.
The
And
cage, huh?
The cage smashed my foot. So I jump over it, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, and my foot starts swelling.
You
up.
look at your friend, he's like,
Yeah. No, I know. And so my foot started swelling up instantly, and it was so much pressure that it made lines. It had like slip-on Vans. They were Airwalks, but it made lines in my shoe. Like, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I fucking took my shoe off, and instantly it was like big as fuck. Like, it was broken. I didn't know that though. So he was like, "No." He's like, "It's just swollen from the pressure. It's just swollen from the pressure." So I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, give me." "Hey, your fucking cat, man." "Hey, bitch."
"Get the shit out of me."
I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Come on.
so he's like, so he goes, so I told him, I'm like, "Give me some water, bro." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "I gotta get this forklift up." So he grabs another forklift, and he's trying to like lift it up, Long story short, my stepmom came to pick me up like an hour later. Shout out my stepmom, because she worked at the orthopedic office. So I went in the back door. Like, she put a code in, and she sat me down on one of the offices, and the doctor came and wrapped my foot up. I didn't even have to wait for shit. I didn't have to sign nothing. I was right in there,
bro.
And it was crazy though. Now that you think about it, I'm like, I gotta wait 45 minutes even if I got a gun wound. Like,
Oh, yeah.
got a bullet hole. I'm sitting in the emergency room. Like,
Ridiculous. Yeah.
they walked me straight into the fucking room. So it was crazy. But they ended up wrapping my foot up, and everybody knew what happened. They weren't dumb. Like, my dad, he walked in, and he was like, "This door is open for your protection." I'm like, "Well, I already got a broken foot. Like, what more are you gonna do to me?" But when they were wrapping it up, they were like wrapping it hella tight, and that shit fucking hurt. Anyways, that's why I blame it on Chris, because I'd have been in Riverbank if I had a board.
I can't believe
Yeah,
you.
so it's all my fault.
It's all his
because I
fault.
didn't fucking let him on my board.
But hey, truthfully though, I told Johnny I didn't want to jump on with him.
Yeah, that's true. That
You
was
know,
his fault.
multiple
Fuck with
times.
That guy.
You know, so for me to get in trouble, I was like, that's fucked. Because I was like,
Did you get in trouble?
I did.
Grounded? It's not like you
I don't
could
know if
go
I was
anywhere.
grounded for very long, but, you know, at that time it was kind of hard for them to implement that. They didn't really. I live with my mom, you know, so she wasn't really tripping like
I mean,
that, you know.
I mean, if
she
you-
walked in after I got home, and she was like, that's what you get. And I looked at her, I was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that was a fucked injury, man. Your foot was like huge.
I don't
Yeah.
remember it.
Softball was in your
Yeah,
shoe.
it was bad.
I never saw it.
And
It
then
was
you
really
had to,
bad.
and it wasn't even just that; it was cut. Like the forklift
yeah, there was
cut
like
your
cuts
foot.
in my foot.
And I think you got
I have
infected.
scars. I have scars on my foot.
Yeah,
if you guys want to see it after.
because it was like
I want to see
green
it
at
right
one
now. I want
point.
to see it right now, man.
Yeah, I got a pretty bad.
Take your sock
You
off.
want to see it?
Show right now, yeah,
You want to see
yeah,
it?
yeah. Show the camera.
Fuck it.
Are you dead ass?
No, I
I'm
swear to
dead
God.
ass.
Okay.
If you could put your foot high.
I don't know if I can put my foot that high.
Don't do it.
The, you're not really gonna be able to see it.
We'll take a picture of it after.
Okay, we'll take a picture after. You see it, Lice? It's like circled up on the right side.
Next to the vein.
Yeah, right there, and then above it. Yep.
It fell right
Right
there.
next to
It
the
tore my
freckle.
shit up,
Oh,
you know.
jeez,
But
that's
also,
on
they told me
toes.
not to stick hangers in there. I was like, why would I stick hangers in there?
You're
And I was
legit-
like, oh,
I get it
shit,
now.
It's itchy. And
You're
so
like, damn, this
I
shit's
started fucking
good.
sticking hangers in there, dude.
I
Dumbass.
I swear to God. And I
I
think
did the
that's
same
what
thing with
ripped
mine.
it
Bro,
up. I
anything
think
you
that's
tell
why I
Cheech to
got-
do, he's gonna do the opposite.
I think they should have never told me. I wouldn't have been known. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna scratch it? You know.
We
But
figured something out, though. I mean,
yeah, dude. Nah, like it was. I think remember Chris when I peeled that green thing off
that
the
was
top of it.
disgusting.
It was like
a
green
It was green 'cause it was
slime.
infected, and you were like,
Yeah.
let me pull it off, and you pulled it off, and it did not want to come off. Like it took like a lot.
It's
of
like,
work.
oh,
your face
Yeah.
holes.
start gushing out. I'm like, it's good.
There's this one time to change topics a little bit.
No,
One
please,
time,
please.
My dad, he used to take us to different skate parks
Fuck.
and shit, like around the
Shout out
area.
Martin.
Shout
And
out
he took
Martin.
us to Epic, which was this, like, dude.
It was
the
an
best
epic skate park.
around. Hold on.
He
It was
was-
this best.
He's
best
telling the
fucking
story,
park.
you dickhead.
It was an indoor park. It was wooded.
If you
which
care to
is
know,
so
this camera's
sick.
off.
Yeah, it's good. I figured.
Okay,
We might have the camera maybe.
Yeah, big
this
touch.
one.
No, just ours.
Okay.
And fuck you,
Don't
Ruben.
shut up,
Tell the
Ruben.
story. And okay, so he took us to the skate park, which is in Rockland, which was like a fucking hour and a half from us. It's
Right.
far, and we skated there for like a couple hours, whatever. Had our session, and then we were going home, and Cheech was in the back seat
faded
of
sweater.
our fucking
Oh,
car.
that's right.
My dad's driving, and Cheech says, "I think I forgot my sweater."
We're 5 minutes away.
We're not that far away.
Just
at
up
all.
the block.
We were
We
like
just
20.
gotten onto the
We were like
freeway.
20. Yeah, we were like
Just up
20
the
minutes
block.
away.
And he was
Shut
like,
your
I
ass up.
fucking forgot my sweater. And I was like, shit, really? Like, you think it's at the park? He's like, yeah, it's got to be at
Keep
the park.
rolling, fellas.
And my fucking dad, he says, keep on rolling, fellas.
And I'm like, keep rolling.
Well, I think even if we went back, they were closed.
That motherfucker
so-
was not gonna
Yeah,
turn around.
That's why we left.
And remember, we went, just our squad. It was the four of us. And then I think some other dudes from our skate park ended up going. And for some reason, we were like, oh, they're fucking biters. They're going on the same day as
Like,
us.
can you believe
No,
this?
it was, what was the redhead's name?
Paul.
He lived
Noah?
across the street from me.
Paul. Redhead.
You know
Across
what I'm
the
talking about. With the
street.
beard, ginger. He rides motorcycles now.
Oh, Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ah!
You know why? Because
What's his name?
It was
String,
like him and
String
Carlos
Matthews? Or?
and
his
Josh.
social is.
And I remember they pulled up and we were like, these guys are fucking whack. They came on the same day as us. Like, it's so not.
He
a
got
big
the same board as me one time. I was like, yeah, he is a biter, huh?
Hey, remember Spencer Ducart?
So
Spencer?
Oh my!
I didn't know he had a fucking stutter. I swear to God.
Me too. No, me no.
I didn't.
You did something
Epic
like that,
got
right?
closed
Because you were
down.
I
Like
was like-
someone died there.
I was like, yeah,
Do you remember somebody died at Patterson Skate Park?
yeah. Off the
Yes.
yeah,
They did
off
the
that drop.
Death drop.
The
it was
death drop,
called.
yeah.
He did it on a.
No,
it was a big.
it was
drop.
damn near like
It was a
the
gnarly
wall at
bank,
Riverbank.
And there was a little step up at the end, like a little.
It was like a little
Are
wally,
we
yeah.
talking about the pool or where are we talking
No.
about?
No, it was
By the
okay,
sixth
you know the
stair.
step up. You know the
To
step
the
up,
right of the sixth stair.
To the right of the step up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tall ass long bank, and at the tip there's like a little.
He fucking fell all the
I'm
way down
sorry,
at Ruben.
That's easy.
He tried to go down it on a bike, and I think the
Yeah.
bike, like the handlebars, must have hit him in the neck or something.
Oh,
It
it
was
was
not
a
funny,
bike. Oh, it was
bro.
a
He
bike.
died.
It was
Yeah,
a
he
bike.
died.
Do you guys
He must have nose dove
internal
like
bleeding.
he must have hit like his front tire first.
Something, yeah.
Do you
know what I
guys
mean?
remember that day Andy Roy was there and he
Yeah, I was
he puked on the floor for his Spitfires ad?
Fuck OJ.
But to the point,
All the locals are pissed that he threw up. Right? They're like, "What the hell, dude?"
but
Very,
like,
very, very
30
true.
minutes later, you guys remember the guy on the chopper bike that was going off the flat wall?
Fucking idiot.
And
Absolutely.
everyone
I'm
was
serious.
like, "Don't do it." And Andy Roy goes, "Fucking do that shit."
Andy?
And
Of course.
And
Yeah, of
homie on the
course.
chopper bike goes,
The flat,
this fool hits flat and
Fucking
just
bike
smacks.
splits.
the flat
Dies,
wall
just
is what, like
dies.
5-6 feet tall. And
The
it's
flat wall's at
six-
8
like
stairs.
7.
It's straight
No,
to
it just seemed
flat. Like
taller
it's
back
literally
then.
just
If we
a
go
drop.
back to
The
it,
flat
I'm
wall's at
almost
8
as tall as
stairs.
it.
The
Okay,
8
yeah,
stairs
you're
right
right.
next to
It's
it.
an
It's an 8
stair,
stair.
so it's
The flat wall is at 8
Yeah, but what's
stairs.
the height?
Right, right.
I'd say like 6 feet.
I don't
Exactly.
know. It's
If
a
we go
fucking
up to it
8
now-
stair. You're a skater. Compare
say
that
7.
shit.
The audience isn't skaters, so we need to paint a picture.
Oh well, fucking next time you walk 8 stairs,
that are
fucking
still
look at
listening.
it. God.
Stairs. I think there's rules on stairs. I think stairs are 12 inches apart, I believe.
I don't
Think
think
that's
those
That
are-
makes sense. That
Anyways.
makes sense.
I think
What
they
the
like
fuck?
measured it to be a perfect step.
Did the guy
Are
get
they
fucked
really?
up though? What happened when he jumped down it?
That motherfucker died.
Ruben doesn't even know.
Did he break anything?
No.
Bent his ribs though, right?
He bent
I
his
think he
rims,
broke
but
something.
and I just remember everyone just screaming at him, "Yeah, fuck yeah!"
Isn't it gnarly how like in the skating community, it's like if you do just something so gnarly, it's just like so cool. Even if you
props.
fail, you're like, fuck it. You know?
Can
I don't even know if it's the word gnarly, but there's a fine line of stupid, that's acceptance, and then gnarly.
Yeah.
Stupid is more than a.
Stupid. He was that stupid,
He was that
but
stupid.
we
He
accept.
shouldn't have been doing it.
But what he was doing,
He was
we
on a fucking
wanted to
bike
accept
anyways.
it.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
Dude.
almost.
All right, go ahead,
Where's
Elias.
As far as like, remember that one time? I don't know if you guys were there, but some guy got hit by the train
Fuck is
at Riverbank.
People that-
Shut the fuck
Remember, we were at the house.
Can you can you
We
paint a
were
picture
at the
for a clip?
house, and I was like,
Oh,
"Did you?"
no,
We were like, "Did you hear that?" And we're
I'll
like, I
paint
don't
the
know.
Yeah, paint
And then
a
a couple
picture.
days
we were at the
later,
skate park.
we were.
No, we were.
I was
So,
there.
I got
know.
it. I got
I think it was a different
I
time.
know, right?
Paint-
Yeah, I was there. We were at the skate park. I think we were playing like skate tag too, which was something that was so fun. We
Yeah,
just, like,
it was out of
skated around.
nowhere.
Skate tag, son.
Like I remember the weather.
I was never that good though. You
But
guys
it
always
was
dip on me. I'm like,
actually-
"Fuck."
Like it was honestly a traumatic experience because
Yeah, well-
this lady drove by the skate park, right?
Thank you. You remember it clearly.
And like, not that many people drive into the skate park because it's a very like not busy street.
Right.
And she drove by and she said, "Where's my son? Have you guys seen my son? He got hit by the train." And everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
we didn't even know that.
And then everybody skated down to like where the bridge was.
I stayed there. We
And
both
I
stayed
guess
there.
this guy got hit by like the Amtrak
Yep.
train, which go really fast.
Yeah.
But I guess at the time it wasn't going like super fast because I don't think he was like.
But even then, that momentum and that weight of that train, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think he was like crazy injured. Like he didn't die, but
No, so
Really?
Let me tell
No,
you
he
this.
didn't die. He
I
did
know
not
the
die.
insight on that.
No, he didn't die.
So my brother's baby mama, she was friends with of the family of that guy,
Oh,
the other guy,
shit.
and there was a picture she took with him, and bro, it's like
That's bad.
He's fucked up.
like literally brain dead. Like,
Poor guy, man.
Yeah.
Does he have a stutter?
That was a traumatic day.
That's
Like
not
I,
him.
it affected
He's got less.
me,
He's
you
got-
know?
That wasn't him.
he's got more problems than that, unfortunately. But
Were you there?
I was there.
You're fucking.
It was
demon,
gnarly, bro.
man.
It was
I remember
gnarly.
Affected me.
Jason going to look at it.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people skated over there like hard. Like they skated so
Probably the
fast. I was
last
like, why do you
thing
want to look at that?
I'd want.
I got a
was like,
question,
fuck
though.
that. I don't want to see it.
Didn't go look.
How do you think he
Yeah,
got
it's
hit by a
none of
train?
business.
Like just
oh,
not-
he had his
It was by
headphones
the
on, I
train
guess.
tracks. I think he just didn't move for some
just
weird
gotta
reason.
feel it.
I'm
I
not
don't know what
gonna
happened.
lie.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, no one knows.
I
No
do,
one
but I
really
guess I
knows.
can't.
No one
No,
really
knows,
knows.
you
You
know?
know? Lord knows.
Oh, but I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
That's for everyone. I mean, even for you too.
Even.
Skateboarding wise, but I mean, I don't know
Oh,
if you're
okay,
a
yeah.
skateboarder. What's like the gnarliest slam you guys ever had?
Slam.
Put the mic up.
Okay, I have a few that come to mind. One,
That's true.
I broke my arm,
Twice.
You got
yeah.
AC in
but
this
it wasn't
motherfucker
even
or what?
gnarly. Like I was just
Same.
trying a
Windows
trick
open,
that
too.
I shouldn't have tried. It was like when I was like barely starting skating and I broke my arm. I was just trying rock.
What about when I
safety in the bowl.
catapulted you?
Yeah, that's the main one I'm gonna say.
Oh,
my
okay.
gosh.
Yeah, that's the one. We were carving in the bowl, which carving, like imagine like a pool that has no water in it, right? Basically, that's what it is at the skate park. Jesus Christ.
5
And
times now.
We're following each other.
to carve, you go around in circles and you pump your legs, like you bend your knees, and it makes you go faster and faster and faster. And we were carving in circles in this bowl,
Yes.
and Cheech cuts the corner. Like we're behind each other. It's like doubles.
I was
Like,
behind
he's
him.
I
leading
didn't
the
see
way.
what happened either. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and Cheech cuts the corner, which like you don't do if you're getting
You
out,
don't.
right?
You don't do.
Yeah.
Because he cuts me off in doing that, and I hit him.
I hit you.
He hit me, and Cheech is like double my weight. And I
Right.
fucking like airborne.
Ragdoll.
I was in the air like for a second or two, and I landed on my ribs on the coping, which is like.
Was that bad?
It's bad. It's a 90-degree angle.
The
And I
edge where you
landed on my
grind.
ribs, like on the corner
Yeah.
of the bowl, and I went home. It was bad.
I went home.
No, I remember
It was
seeing you
bad.
like.
What about
And the wind
Halo?
got knocked out of me too. The wind got knocked
said
out
that?
of me.
Oh,
My hip was fucked up.
Sean.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was probably the worst one ever.
Oof.
Yeah, and
That was a late
Jason,
night
the guy
session.
we
Oh, that
mentioned
was,
earlier. The guy that was gonna steal the meat.
You don't have to. I asked for slams.
The late night
Anyways,
session.
what was your slam?
Oh, go ahead.
Elias?
Fuck. Worst one I had. I got knocked out twice skateboarding, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Remember that one time someone
Wax the rolling.
in that bowl, that same bowl that he was in.
Roman.
He's like, I could do a manual on it. bleep that name though. Bleep that name. I don't know if you watched it. But just bleep that.
He's gonna
Anyways.
say manual.
Fuck. But yeah. So, anyways, worst slam. This is like the worst slam because the first time I ever got knocked out. Someone had waxed like a bunch of spots at the skate park, right?
Jesus.
It was
the
like
ground, which makes it
yeah,
slippery.
ground exactly. In that same bowl, you and Cheech got crashed into each other on the rolling of that bowl where you hit the coping.
Yeah.
There's that rolling.
Yeah.
Someone waxed it. I was like, why the fuck would they wax it? And then I didn't think about it later, and I was doing a line, and then I went at an angle. Worst idea, and then I hella forgot. Anyway, and I forgot that it was wax, and I went down at an angle. Last thing I remember was just I hit my face on the ground, slid. I had like a scab right here
In the corner of the bowl?
No, on the rolling. Like I
Right,
couldn't
where'd you
even make the
land,
corner
though?
of the bowl. I
you
landed
landed
at the
right there?
bottom.
At bottom. He just fell to the
Shit.
bottom.
And I went boom, and that was the last thing I remember. And then when I woke up, came to, it was Octavio. Shout out to Octavio, by the way.
Yeah, shout out
Savage.
yeah.
I was gonna say that's another person that we all knew.
Yeah, exactly.
Like before, we was really
Or
like
the
that. You
skater.
know?
And then first thing when I come to, I'm just like this, and I feel him go like, "Yo, Eli." That's the first thing I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Dude, like you fell. You don't remember that?" I was like, "No."
Damn.
Yeah, I took a break I took a break for like a week after that. My mom was furious.
Pissed, huh?
And the second time, I remember I tried to do a cannonball over the spine.
Yeah.
Kicked out, board landed right under me when I was like 5 feet in the air. Boom. My mom was pissed again because
Damn.
I fell asleep with a welt on the back of my head, which you're not supposed to do at
Yeah.
all.
Right. When you get a concussion.
I probably did.
Well, I know, yeah, but
Well, yeah, what about you? What's your gnarliest slam, man?
I don't know, nothing like that. To be honest, that's pretty
Just hella
gnarly.
8 stair slams in a row.
Eight
Yeah.
stair slams.
Consistent. What about you? You ever
Um,
got like messed up running?
Okay.
There.
No,
So I
nothing
didn't-
crazy.
I forgot to tie my
Today-
shoes one
Today I
time.
almost got choked unconscious though.
And
What?
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, this guy was doing a choke on.
That counts.
Hey,
Let me
this
hear
guy was
this.
doing a choke on me, and I thought I was able to get out.
Oh, because you
and-
guys do jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah,
Ah.
and I didn't tap, or I was gonna tap, but I didn't tap. It took a while because I was trying to escape. I finally tapped, but like as I was tapping, my whole body was like hella tingly. Like I was like,
shit.
like one more second I would have been out, and I was just like,
Good call, though.
and I just laid
Dang.
there for a second. I was like, dude, I was about to go out.
That's an experience right there, bro.
Yeah.
Magic
Dang.
doesn't let go.
Noel,
Like,
my
please.
friend Noel,
me get that.
he started his first day. He put me to sleep.
Throw it.
That was gnarly.
Yeah.
That's your only time ever going to sleep, right?
Yeah,
Jaime, are
He
we
put,
gonna wrestle
he put you
tonight?
to sleep the first day.
yeah, I'll do it later outside on the grass.
No, we wrestle. We're gonna clean everything up. We wrestle on the floor right here.
We'll rest on the bed and we'll probably get fixed.
You make it sound like he's gonna slam me.
He might fucking slam you.
And you're gonna wake up like you did last time.
That's okay. There's no. Well, it's a street wrestle. I can't. There's no mat. Why are we trying to protect ourselves? Turf? Where there's no turf. Fake grass?
That's probably the best.
I don't
place
want to fucking knee burn. You make it sound like my knee's gonna slam on the floor. If you don't let your knee slam on the floor, you're okay, Chris. You know that, right?
Jesus.
You know if you don't get slammed on the floor, you're okay.
Hey, quick question. How is this gonna work?
Yeah, I know. I'm not
What,
getting
the
slammed on
cameras?
floor,
Yeah.
Chris.
It's all good. We'll see what
I'm
happens.
not getting slammed on the floor. I said.
Your
We're
camera's still
wrestling
going because
Jaime,
you
not
got the
I know,
nice
but I don't wanna
camera.
be the fucking
Jaime's a
main
blue belt in
topic.
jiu-jitsu.
You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I don't
Been
care,
training
but
for
it's
like
like
2.5
we
years.
kind of won't make sense. I was thinking like, what if we just push it out and just get all of us over there?
All right.
I think we're wrapping
I
it
think
up
we wrap
anyways.
up this
Okay,
pod.
okay.
I would
You
like
guys
Alright,
good?
boys.
I would like that.
Let's just kick it. Yeah.
Play some PS5,
We
yeah?
can talk. We
Yeah.
can just talk amongst each other.
Yeah.
Guys want to play
let's
some
just talk
PS5 or
together.
what?
You guys don't need to know all this shit.
All right,
All right, guys.
Do you guys want to say anything
Fuck
real quick as a
Forza.
closing? You know,
Gran
shout
Turismo.
out anyone, shout out anything.
Yeah, I want to shout out to Chris And Hyman, obviously, but Chris for being our longtime fucking homie.
Absolutely.
We love you to death, and you know it, and we'll do anything for you. Okay?
Well,
and you
not
guys as well.
anything.
You know that
I can't
shit.
say I'll do anything because I haven't watched a video.
Because you're fucking
And
selfish,
I'll be
Ruben.
honest with you.
You're taking
I've
the
been
camera-
self-centered, and I'll admit that.
Yeah.
And I love you guys for
That's
being
all right,
my
Ruben.
friend no matter what.
Yeah, that's why that's why we're here for. You know?
Elias?
Shout out to you guys, of course. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
for,
shout out to you guys
This
both,
is like
for
a
reals.
long time coming. So
This is dope. You know, it was pretty fun.
I'm glad you guys got it.
We're sorry that you didn't get too much mic time.
No,
No,
honestly,
hey, we'll
this
keep
is
going,
entertaining
yeah.
as hell because I think you guys are.
It's
hella
definitely
funny, so
interesting, you
it's
know?
like good stories. Hopefully,
and
you guys.
also
Hopefully,
you
the
learn more
listeners-
about us too.
Do
so,
hit me up if you guys need patches done on any artwork or sew work. I got you. Thank you.
And he's
hit
got
up
a bunch of
Chris
boards for
first,
sale.
and Chris will hit me up. Thank you.
They're on the wall.
All right.
Check out Mosaic Apparel at
Shout-
mosaicapparel.com. Mosaic Apparel on Instagram. Hold
What is
on.
Mosaic? Can you tell me what Mosaic
It's
is?
a clothing brand
Whose
started by
clothing
my
brand is that?
jiu-jitsu
Nope, she
coach,
doesn't want to
Thiago
supply.
Ritchie.
Ruben,
What's his
you're
name?
fucking up
Thiago
the
Ritchie.
audio.
Fucking up the
You can delete my
He
audio.
skates.
Don't
He's
worry.
a gnarly skater, gnarly jiu-jitsu guy. He's really good.
Support it.
Go check them out. Use code COZY, all caps COZY, for 10% off. You get free shipping if you're in the 209.
Nice.
Check them out. They got cool shit. Cozy clothes, hoodies, t-shirts, sweats, tank tops, hats, whatever your little heart desires. You know what I'm saying? Simple designs, more intricate designs, cool designs, whatever you need. Check them out. How many do you have anything to say?
Yeah, they're.
If you made it this far, you're fucking champ.
Yeah, if you made
No
it this
shit, this is
fucking
a long
far,
one.
this might be a
Yes.
part 2. Honestly, we might have to.
Oh,
split
absolutely.
it
I'm
up.
down for
Oh,
that.
it's all good.
At my
Depending on
house,
the
yeah.
timing
At
wise.
my house next time.
Oh
No,
shit.
I think he means this video.
he means cutting this.
We're gonna
video in
split
two.
this one in half.
Yeah, we might split this in half, so who knows? But if you made it this far, fucking
Yeah.
say something, please, in the comments. for
Shout
once.
out
And
to Millie Punch.
You guys are all gonna rewatch this too, so you guys will be here. So it's kind of trippy because you're watching your past self. Interesting.
I've never seen that.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, it was cool to see. Or I'll let you say. Or I'll say it. You could be last. It was cool seeing you guys all. I know Chris talks about you guys all the time, and like just funny stories and stuff like that in the past, and how much trauma you guys have given him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just all the good stories and all the
Basically,
good vibes,
guy.
and like his skating days, and just fun hanging out with your friends. And I know he appreciates you guys a lot, so it's cool seeing you guys, and super entertaining for me.
Absolutely.
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the recent support as always. I'll let Chris close this one out.
Yeah, I'm super hyped all three of us could come on and that it worked out because it's kind
Three
of
of
hard
who?
to it's kind of hard to hang out these days, you know, like all of us to get the whole gang together.
Sorry, I talk too much.
Yeah, Ruben talked a lot, but you know, that's who he is and we love him for it, right?
Podcast.
It's a podcast, you know, it's a combo. So, thanks you guys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for having patience. It took us a minute to set this up.
Absolutely.
Whenever we're on the road, it's kind of stressful, like setting everything up. But
No, it was still nice to see though.
thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's dope.
Let's drink and fucking have a great time.
I'm going to sleep.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you guys.
Later.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Shout out to Millie Punch.
All right.
Oh, take it.
That's fucking made my bed worse.
Oh.
Ruben, your bed fucking sucks.
Let's get some drinks.
Take this, Ruben.
So much
I don't.
worse.
No,
It's
it's
your
not
fucking
my.
house.
It's not my mic.
You're in your house, you pussy.
Ooh, my ass hurts. Not for a good reason either.
It was not.
It's fucking hot in here. You
Even
got
on the
air
comfy
conditioning or
couch,
something?
Yeah, bro.
Even on the comfy
Kick
couch?
that
Open the
shit.
window.
Open the windows.
Yeah, even if it's just two
Bro,
of us.
you're hella hot because you got the lights pointing
What
at
about
you.
your feral?
That's probably the longest one I've ever done.
Here. Sorry. Please, somebody.
All right, and we're back here on the couch. If you've made it this far, all the way to the end of the pod, we have a little surprise for you. We have some Cheeto Fingers shirt from Mr. Cheeto Nays himself. And after the pod, he was like, dude, fucking give some shirts away to the people who watched. So if you made it this far and you're still watching, DM us on Instagram at The Cozy Show _. There's one underscore after The Cozy Show, all one word. DM us saying Vishnu. And the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6,
6.
7,
This is mine.
6.
The first 6 people to DM us Vishnu, which means jerking off. It's our lingo. We'll give you a free shirt. We have size free.
You'll be fine. Whatever your shirt size you get, fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah.
You have a few extra larges,
Yeah.
a few mediums, doesn't matter. But
Free.
yeah, free.
No charge. Nothing. No catch.
I'll
Just
search each.
DM Vishnu, and we'll give you a free Cheeto Fingers shirt if you were one of the first 6 people.
If you're local, I will deliver it to you.
Yeah.
If you're in Texas, don't bother. See you guys.
Darling, You